is it you pray for?
Greetings, salutations, and welcome to episode number 71 of Abyssal Musings. My name is Samuel the Infamous. With me, as always, is my co-host Lawrence Knight. How you doing, man?
Hi. I say now every day it's a getting closer. Well, you guys get it.
Different show. That's not. I use that on a different show. Damn it.
I didn't see the whole thing, and you didn't play the video for it. So, and actually, and technically, it's two different shows.
Well, it's for a different show. It's been used on other shows, but yeah. So, but anyway, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to be back. We took off last week, had some stuff had to be taken care of, like, for instance, I moved. So there's that. And all that, but we were back this weekend, and I'm glad to be here with my buddy. Good to see you, Larry.
Good to see
So
you.
I know I saw you last night, but still.
Yeah, well, it's just funny because you moved this week, and I'm moving next week.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I don't know. It's a good time to move. Good time to move around. So before we get too much further, and before I forget, I'm going to say hello to the chat real quick. First is Lawrence Knight. Oh, you catch that thing on Wrong Think the other day where Devil was just like, it's like, hey, they've got this thing where they're always going to be
Yeah,
first. I was like, I was just doing it to mess with you.
well, I
don't care that
didn't
much.
care, and Devil, and first of all, Devil's got it. He's got it wrong. It didn't start between me and you. It started between, and granted, to his credit, Devil doesn't know any of this, but it started because, and I wasn't even the one that started it. It was a dastardly man by the name of Richard L. that started all this crap.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is a thing in internet chats everywhere. It's like first one in gets, kudos, I guess. There's no prize for that, but it is what it is. But yeah, you and Richard L took that to a very competitive level.
Me, that was all him. I'm the one that got blamed for it. I'm the one where people were like, "Oh man, be nice to Richard. He didn't do anything to you." And I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's silly, but I think it's fun personally. I think it's a fun little thing to do on the internet that doesn't hurt anybody. Just a friendly competition. Y'all get a little heated about it
You
sometimes, but
telling yourself
still, I am telling myself that. I'm telling everybody else too.
that.
Welcome, Kohai. Good to see you. She's been busy, so we haven't seen her around much lately, but that is okay. Got to get your life in order before you play around on the internet, so totally understandable. Glad to have you here. Always good. We also have with us Shadow of Hawk. Just got done spreading managed democracy and freedom to the creek. I'm here to rep Samuel 2024. I hope the creek is a location, because if you're talking about the Native American tribe, that's kind of fucked up.
I know, huh?
Yeah. So no, he's I believe that that has a reference to this game that everybody's been playing lately that they've been giving me shit about because I have no interest in it. Helldivers 2
Now,
is my
see, now this is what gets this. This is what gets this kid in trouble. Hmm.
it's too
I'm not
conservative.
leaving. First of all, Shadow, I didn't want anybody to know I was in Texas. That's number one. That's two people you have doxed in under 7 days. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. It's no
To be
secret. Everybody
fair,
knows I'm in
yeah,
Texas.
I was gonna say you've been telling people, but and on top of that, to be fair, by saying Texas, I mean Texas is massive, dude.
Still, but it would have been your place to stay out of it with your matter of fact ass.
So
I don't even like
Anyhow.
I don't even like using cuss words. I only use it when it I use it for shock value, but it's just really not a part of my normal vocabulary. Hey, it's Clue.
Yep. So we've got yep, Shadow and these guys go along. Oh, god damn it, I forgot to turn that down. Okay. We also got Beak with us. Good to see you,
Beaky.
Beak. Yep, yep. Always a pleasure. Got Clue as previously stated, and I do believe
Lucifer.
there's nobody in chat over on Rumble, but we do have 6 people watching, so very cool. Thank you for being here. And I think there are even some people over on at least one person over on Twitter right now. Hi, Noe.
Hey.
Young Slice.
Hi, I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late.
Well, actually, you're not late, Nomitron. We were technically I had to set it extra 5. You're actually not late. We haven't even gone through all of the chats.
Okay.
That makes her extra late.
Late
No,
is the
it
new
doesn't.
early,
Stop
guys.
that.
Yeah. Late is the new early, guys. And I'm glad that I made it on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nope, glad you're here and all that. We are also expecting, I believe, Joker voice to pop in and possibly one other person.
Cool.
A
We
little
we we
later on in
may
the show.
we might have a lioness sighting. I don't know.
Ooh. I'm
So
excited. I'm excited for this night to happen.
yep, yep. So
I just woke up from a nap, so that's why I'm just like
Oh no, well, and that's a good thing, folks. I'm pretty sure that you know that we have a very good friend that we support named Devil Made Me Do It. We call him Devil, and he has a channel called Beelzebub, and he does it usually by the time we're off. It's usually an hour to an hour and a half after we get off.
mhm.
And tonight it's going to be jam packed with people. The world famous Nomi will be on there tonight. Uh, I'm sure at least one of Sam's tentacles will be in attendance. If I can stay up, I'll be on there.
I
And I
have to be there.
believe, like, you what?
I have to be there. I'm actually technically one of the
Well,
regulars now.
you don't have to be there. I think last I checked, like 9 people signed off on tonight, dude. So you might not even
Yeah.
get in. But yeah, Devil's real cool. Beelzebub is real good. So you guys, I'm gonna throw out a quick shout out to him. Join the club. Join Beelzebub.
And at the end of the stream, I'll announce what me and the devil are doing.
Yep.
Sinister things.
Which I believe he actually promoted on Wednesday on his Wrong Think show, also on Beelzebub.
He did.
So,
I did give him permission, so you'll get more information here on what me and the devil are doing, in case you missed it on Wednesday.
So, but yeah, absolutely go sub to him. Although if you're everybody in chat who's currently in chat, I know knows who he is because he's also a regular on Screaming Into the Void. So, good dude. Did some really stupid shit to himself last week.
I mean, do it.
I was there for
the amount of money he made. It wasn't stupid.
Yeah, I was there for like a good moment, and yeah, the amount of money that man made in those hours.
Sure. He did make quite a bit of money doing the stupid things, but that doesn't make them less stupid. It just means he got
Okay,
paid
well,
for
what
being
what
dumb.
did he? Hold on, because now you're being cryptic. What did he do that made what he did stupid?
It wasn't stupid, just the amount of drinking he did. It was kind of like
it wasn't just the alcohol, it was the fact that they were chasing the alcohol with shots of hot sauce.
Yes.
Oh.
And then
he did the one chip challenge.
Yep.
And almost died.
Yep.
And we all saw parts of Dermy that we can never unsee.
Yeah, I missed that one, thank the Lord.
Thankfully.
Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. He nared his chest and belly on camera.
Oh.
And there's the worst type of shit you can ever do to your body too.
He left it a little bit too long and rubbed it into his nipples, and now yeah, it's kind of amazing he still has nipples.
Oh.
And then he deliberately bent over in front of the camera and showed the entire world his ass crack. Yeah. And that was all before the chip challenge, by the way.
I mean, okay, so I'll go ahead and share a little bit about like I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing on next Friday. And I won't be that unhinged and derailed and wholly forward.
Yeah. And that was also, by the way, all in the first half of a 12-hour live stream. I haven't even watched the second half yet. I went to bed after I left because I was on about halfway through for about an hour or so.
Oh my god.
So
Oh
Hey,
man,
Andy,
I'm so glad I missed majority of it. I was
I missed all of it, and it sounds like it's a good damn thing too.
it's a very entertaining live stream, but it's one of those things like, I
And
don't know. If I was Devil, I would feel degraded.
didn't Dermy fall asleep
Yep.
on this? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are screenshots of him floating around, getting memed on all over the internet of just being asleep on camera. Yeah, because by the time the stream was over, he had been up for I think 27 or 28 hours.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of nuts.
Mhm.
Still doesn't beat my
But-
record though.
Yeah, but the good news is they made enough money to get both Devil and Dermy to the Vegas meetup, which was their goal. So we are happy for them.
Mhm.
So yeah. Oh, and Devil had to shave his head on stream. It was
So that is so within that, I can't really reveal too much details because it's behind the scenes with me and Devil what we're talking about. But
Are you going to shave your head?
no, this took me 3 years to grow. I am not getting rid of anything. I'm not getting rid of this for nothing. No, me and Devil are in the talks of if a goal could be completed, something else would be drastically done on stream. And it does not, it's only him, not me. Him.
Oh, Devil, what did you get?
Please don't tell me it, because if his head's already been shaved, there's a
I can't, like, we're just going to wait until it comes, because if one of my goals does come true, we are going to have to do this on live. I'm going to put it in the private chat.
Okay,
While you
I
guys
will not
chat.
say it out loud. I might be shocked and dismayed, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
What's up, Andy Pickle Jar?
Just don't do anything Dermy did. Dermy did.
Yeah, it's too late
Don't
for that.
ever do anything that Dermy does.
Don't ever do anything. Oh, you should have seen how mad I was when I found out that Dermy shares his birthday with my mother.
Yeah, well, if it helps, my ex-wife shares a birthday with one of my longest, my oldest enemies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
No,
out,
I mean
isn't
I'm talking about Nomi. With Nomi, you're a pro, so he'll be all right.
it?
That's like
Yes.
she's gonna beautify him.
Yes, it can be beautifying, but I'm looking forward to the reactions from him.
Oh no!
Because
Hey,
the amount of pain that comes from that, y'all don't understand.
no,
Oh,
Nomi,
neither does he apparently.
leave him one eyebrow on each side.
Well,
wasn't
hey,
gonna
don't,
say
Larry,
it.
don't say it, Larry.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that.
Jeez, Larry might as well give away what we're doing.
Well, no, actually, I didn't. I didn't, because I'm already seeing a suggestion and it's wrong.
Okay, but hold on, give me another thing because I also have another thing that was like, don't say anything, Larry.
Well, let me here. I'll mute just in case.
Yeah. Yeah, Andy, nightly and most mornings. What is this? Oh, that poor bastard. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So
Well, we will the chat. I hate to do it to you guys, but y'all are gonna have to live in suspense.
that means you guys have
But
to
it
tune
should
in
be
on.
worth watching.
You guys have to tune in on Friday. That's all. My show on Friday. That's all I'm gonna say. Just tune in Friday.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm snicker laughing like that is because I really want this to come true. Like passionately, I want this to come true.
Devil.
Keep
Jack,
wishing
buddy.
upon a star, Naomi. It will come.
You know,
And
might
the
be.
best thing about it is that it's gonna be live.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be time for the devil to start patching up his relationship with dad.
He better start believing in God after he hangs out with me.
Oh, he believes.
Hey, you should get Shadow next. And oh no, Clue. Get Clue next.
Okay. All right. I'll have to, after I do the things that I'm gonna do to Devil, I will tell what I could do to Clue.
You know what? We should get Clue drunk and convince him to sell his truck.
I'm not gonna
Oh, that's his
do that.
livelihood.
He can buy
Yeah.
another one.
You know how
You know how
expensive big rigs
expensive those
are?
are?
Yeah.
Look, Clue has a 10-finger discount and a crowbar. He can get another one.
Wow. So, Larry, I don't think what you just said.
In Minecraft, YouTube. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do anything to anybody. That's like if people want to do stuff to themselves, whatever. That's on them. But I'm not gonna do anything to anybody online. It's not really my bag.
That's because you're
I don't
boring.
know.
And then
It's because I'm
know,
older.
it,
You know what would be great is if Nomi got a tattoo on her channel.
I can make that happen. I could really make
Speaking
that
of
happen.
Yeah. Speaking of on your channel, so the other night I was playing some Bloodborne and I was having a little bit of trouble with the boss, and Nomi comes into chat and just starts talking shit.
Yeah.
Just starts talking shit.
Yes.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was hilarious, and all that, and I was getting spanked pretty badly. So
Mhm.
I don't blame you at all, but I do. A topic came up at that point where I believe you said, "Don't make me get this game and show you how it's done,
Oh
asshole."
yeah.
End quote.
Yes. Because you're like, oh, you think it's easy, Nomi? Why don't I want to see you try? I was like, well, don't make me get this game and should prove you wrong, asshole.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
then he comes crying to me the next morning. Oh, this person was mean to me, and that person was mad. And I was like,
That didn't happen.
that's why I always
Next
tell you,
morning.
take your bearded behind to sleep. And he was like, man, even Amira came on there was messing with me and told me to go to bed. Like, because we know you suck at games.
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
I
Hold on.
actually don't. I'm quite a good gamer. Thank you very much.
I
Secondly, the whole
mean,
point of bringing this up was because I actually do think it would be pretty good for your channel if you do like a series of first time playing
oh,
with that particular game, because that game is very popular. It's very beloved. People like watching first timers get wrecked. It
I do have
could
a
do some
line.
numbers.
I do have a line of games to play, and doing first reactions. So yeah.
Yeah. I
So
think
Blood. Oh, go
Bloodborne,
ahead.
yes.
Yeah, I do have Bloodborne written down, so I can show you how easy it can be.
Oh, I'm gonna watch every one of those streams.
Yes, let's
So
I'll make this happen. And then yes, I'll be like, you know what? I don't know what Sam was complaining about. This is easy. Like this is such a walk in the park. So what level
yeah,
of difficulty were you on actually? So I could
there is no difficulty settings. It's
okay.
just got one setting, which is death.
I love
This
that.
is one of those games that game journalists never finish playing because it doesn't pander to people.
Okay.
However, if you
I like that.
if you have PC like moi, and you download something like WeMod where you can cheat, you can make it through.
Well, that's no good. Don't cheat.
Hey, they cheated by making the game. Who wants to buy a
No,
game that you cannot beat?
you can beat. I've beaten it. This is not my first time playing it.
Quick question, Samuel. Where did because I'm on Steam right now. Where do you buy Bloodborne?
I've been playing it on my PS4.
Oh, okay, so it's is it a PS
I
exclusive? PS5, PS4?
no, I do believe it is on PC. I'm just not sure where you'd pick it up. I don't know if it is actually on Steam or not.
To
I'm
the
looking
I
internet,
for
don't.
it
I
right
look.
now. I'm gonna look for it now.
Okay,
Going on Steam. I'm gonna look for it.
because I looked on Steam and it doesn't have it. So let's look.
Yeah.
Let's do a Google search.
So I
You know
also have a
what? It
physical
might.
copy that my
It
brother
depends
gave
on
me
who
years
made
ago.
it. Because hold on, Sam. It depends on who made it. Because if Epic made it, then it might be on theirs. It might be on Epic Games.
Okay, I
FromSoft made it.
found. Okay, so I found a Reddit post and it says, "Will
Oh
Bloodborne ever come to PC?" So
no, it's not on PC.
Oh no, it might be a PlayStation exclusive. Then now that I
exclusive.
think about it,
All right, well, it looks like you're gonna have to wait for a few years until I save up some money so I can get myself a PS5 or something.
I don't
You know
think
what's
it's on PS5. It's on
you
PS4.
yeah.
Well,
You know
until I
what
get a
Nomi could play
PS4.
right now on PC, and it's on sale right now on Steam for $29. That's Cyberpunk.
Hi, Gal.
I need to get Cyberpunk because there's a certain person who I was seeing for a little while who wants me to buy that game and play it with him.
I have it.
I'll think about that. I'll have to think about that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes.
We got green
All right.
hair. It's liberal.
Yep. Just saw JV popped up in chat saying that he's wrapping up with what he's doing right now, and
Yep.
he'll
About
be
5 minutes.
over shortly. So yeah. Now that we've established that Nomi thinks I suck at gaming, what is on the agenda for tonight?
Good. I
Okay.
like to hear that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whole lot of nothing.
Mhm.
Well, he did it while I'm sitting there drinking. He's like, well, while we're Sam, let me go ahead and do that. You pump. Anyway, folks, here's what we have tonight. So, as you guys know, occasionally we do a game night, we do a trivia night. We get people on the panel. We play a couple of trivia games. We have fun. We do some infamous news. Well, guess what? Tonight is one of those nights. Tonight we got we got some infamous news, but also here's something else that we're adding in tonight. Normally, when we do a game night, we'll do two trivia and then we'll do news, and that's it. But tonight, we're gonna also do we're gonna watch a 6-minute video on Rumble about we are going to go into a deep dive series on the Jinn. Tonight is going to be a 6-minute, it's an explanation, a video that explains what they are, where they came from, and other things like that. And then next week, we're going to start part one of that series. And then, and then God willing, the week after we will, because like I said, I'll be moving next week and, be running around doing stuff. And things are about to go into high gear very shortly for me in a good way. So that is what we're going into tonight. So we got some news. We'll go into the intro for the Jinn, and then it's game time.
Yes, Shadow.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
The Jinn are Arab scary. Well, Sam, let me
Yeah.
let you explain that.
Yeah, essentially they are spirits of air and fire who are believed, and some of this I was told recently by an Arab, and some of this I had read years ago, but they are believed to be as numerous and as populous as human beings are. Some are evil, some are good, most of them are like us in between, and they influence things, they mess with things, they get involved sometimes, and sometimes they don't. It kind of depends on which one you end up getting. There's a very famous one named Iblis who um, kind of takes the role in the Quran, if I believe, of Lucifer, in that he says to God, why, after the creation of Adam, why should a son of fire bow before a son of clay? Some of them are real nasty. Some of them are more or less benign. Most of Hollywood's ideas of genies come from extremely distorted and westernized tales of these things. You know, there's a lot. There's a lot there, and the lore goes back actually before Islam was a thing, before Judaism was a thing. Like the lore of the desert goes back thousands and thousands and thousands of years, predates most of the Abrahamic religions, and they're still believed into this by to this day by denizens of the Middle East. So if that helps at all. Karma's Pimp, welcome in. Interesting
Hello.
name.
I like it though. Do you slap it once in a while?
Yeah, it's Super Suka, welcome in also. It's less like the Aladdin genie and more like if the Aladdin genie was a terrifying immortal elemental with a will of its own and unbound, if that makes sense. The whole genie thing is kind of a watered down Hollywoodized version of it. So
Go
hi,
sleep.
Mira.
Hello.
Hey, look, it's a gin.
Ah.
It's a gin. Hi, Shadow. Hi,
Speak of
Suka.
the name of Jin and she'll appear.
Oh, Nomi, you should have seen what happened last night because our local Jen, she did a show last night. We have a guy, it's one of our mods named Will. And if you've ever seen anything that comes out of Will's mouth, you have to prepare yourself. And Will's become sort of a Beetlejuice of sorts. If you say it's like nobody will hear anything from him unless you say his name 3 times. If you type his name 3 times, the guy comes out of nowhere. And so Suka did it last night, and then our local lioness goes, "Don't don't say his name. He's gonna appear out of nowhere." And then Suka does it, and she goes, "See, look what you did."
Oh, she's coming in here. She's coming in here hot.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
I said local
She's not gonna-
lioness. I didn't say Jen.
She's not gonna fight me. She'll fight you guys for bringing it up.
And when I said gin, I mean GIN, as in the alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Real Wade, welcome in. Yeah, why are we talking about Lofty? I don't. That seems like a bit of a hard left tangent.
Yeah.
So
Not
good to see you though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go into topic number 1 before the gin gets here. Anyway, so I don't know what the hell's going on with people nowadays. We know that people are tripping, but this young lady has decided that she's going to leave the human race. She's now identifying as a dog.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
So is this was it this girl in particular, or have you seen this from somebody else?
No, not from her in particular. I don't like. If anything, I'm not on social media as much as people think I'm on. But no, I've seen this on Twitter, and just like it just only goes to prove that we have a mental health crisis here, and that I don't know if this is like a sexual. I think this is like a sexual kink coming from her,
It
like
is.
her identity. Yes, and it's retarded. And like when she's on these interviews, like, well, asking her like general questions, like, well, do you have a boyfriend? And she's like, I have handlers. That's retarded. Like,
That sounds like some twisted BDSM type of stuff.
it kind of is.
Let's see what she's saying.
Yeah.
My name is Meow, like a cat, but I am a dog.
Why did you call yourself Meow then?
And, it's kind of like whenever you have a really...
Nomi, does she have a nose job?
So it looks like she does have a no job because, like, I don't know what her genes look like from her family, but as far as her nose, she just has it very highlighted with like a little pink touch to that. So it's just like a way of it's a trend with dumb Gen Zers like that to highlight little cute places of your face. It's just the makeup.
Small dog, like
bad.
a Chihuahua, and you name it, Hercules.
What happens when I hit this thing? Do you react?
I don't like that.
It's a dog controller.
Okay, so a Twitch streamer who identifies so she's so she's a Dalmatian, barks and sleeps in a crate. So I have to wonder. I mean, is this just for clicks or look at that eyeball?
Both. It's for clicks and just attention seeking.
This is
Be-
yeah. She ain't serious.
yeah.
No, I don't. I think we're way past the mental illness aspect of it, and we're to the point where people are doing humiliating and degrading shit like this
Mhm.
because it gets them, attention, it gets them views, it gets them clicks, and if she wants to be like a quote unquote star or influencer or whatever, this is how you rise up because people are going to tune in just to see what all the fuss is about, and she knows that she's selling a
Mhm.
product here.
And her product is her. It's her personality. It's her uniqueness. It's her quirkiness. It's her identity that she is a dog.
Yeah.
Because no one else is a dog before.
Suka, I don't think she really did that to her teeth. I think that's
Oh no, those are just like fake. You can buy those on Amazon.
Yeah, you can get veneers that do that. You can have them surgically altered, but it's just easier to get the ones that clip in.
Now, if she's getting the money from the clicks that she's getting, I'm sure she could get them surgically done as veneers, but you can just buy fake ones.
not true, Sasquatch. Just been busy. I will. I haven't forgotten about emailing you. I'll get to it, man. I'm getting ready to move. I'm preparing to move. I am moving, changing cities. I am leaving Houston.
Yay! Houston's
Shadow
a
of-
shithole.
Shadow says, "This is the country I want to die for." Hell, you've got that in common because they want you to die for it too.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is very true.
Uh,
And I'm pretty sure she'll hump your leg for it.
yeah, like you said, she isn't the first can. Hey, remember this one? Didn't we cover this?
Yep,
Yep.
we did last year. Yeah. Now this is it keeps coming up, but like I've seen dozens of videos of people on leashes acting like a dog being taken for walks and like I even saw one at one point where there were two people who were on leashes who started sniffing each other's butts like dogs while their handlers just stood there and held the leashes.
Mhm.
Like it's some of this probably is rooted in mental illness, but for the most part, it's just I don't know, something about the last 2 years, I think, gave people an excuse to behave in any degenerate way they saw fit. I don't think a lot of these guys are actually mentally unwell. I just think that they're really into attention and
Mhm.
mostly the negative kind.
And it's like weird, dumb people who have like, I don't know, I wouldn't call them empaths, but they have like a weird empath way to these degenerate people. And like, oh yeah, like she just wants to be seen as a dog. So yes, I'm gonna be a handler for her because that's how she feels like she can be her true self. You're just enabling her to be a person who needs to be in a straitjacket.
No. Hey, Ariel. Good to see you. That's entirely possible. They could just be, into exhibitionism too, which is a whole other kink.
Mhm.
So, yeah, people are fucking weird. I mean, just in general, you don't have to be crazy to be weird. You just have to be human.
Mhm.
I think even just to do stuff like this, you've got to be off kilter a bit. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being judgmental.
Yeah, but that's fine with me. I mean, I'm judgmental as hell, and I wear it on my sleeve.
You wear it on your
So,
face.
Person,
And
Yeah, you do.
granted,
I do.
Everything.
I do also.
someone did tell me the other day that I have the worst reaction face ever. So if it's something that I don't like I see it visually, I make the worst stank face ever. Like, ugh, like I'm so I don't put on a mask or anything to hide it. Like, oh yeah, like that's really cool. And then turn around like, oh my gosh, that's the stupidest thing ever. I give my reactions first there and then. And someone told me I need to work harder on that. It's like, well, if they get offended, if they see my face that I'm offended at what they're doing, then that's on them. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for my reactions.
Yeah. All right. Moving right along. So Nomi, over the last few weeks, Sam and I have done these. We keep running into these articles of people being allergic to water. So
I know
one
someone in real
lady,
life who's allergic to water.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Do they
And
go into like? Hmm?
so it's weird because he has to use this like certain type of like lotion before he takes a shower or shave his face. And this lotion is like a deterrent to whatever like water. And I think it's just like a chemical thing that's in the water that he's allergic to, but he's tried it in different places in different states, and he's definitely allergic to water. So they don't know what it is. It's a little weird, but yeah, I know someone in real life who's allergic to water, and he gets like rashes all over. He just turns red, like lobster red.
I'm starting to wonder if something's being put in the water that's causing all these reactions. Because this is, I thought it was just the first time. I thought it was just this one lady, and then it was somebody else, and now, and you're telling me about your friend, and we've got this poor young lady. She can't shower. Even her sweat causes an allergic reaction.
Well, the way I see it is the government trying to twist everything in your water that makes you allergic to anything. So they want to kill you, basically. I mean, unalive you.
Hi,
Okay.
Joker voice.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
It is Joker
What?
voice. How's it going?
Thank you for the.
So JB, you came
thank
at
you
the
for
right time, man.
invite.
We're talking about people who are allergic to water and can't shower, and this
Didn't
poor
you
lady is
didn't
one
you
of them.
talk didn't you talk about this last time I was on here?
Oh, this is a completely different person. In fact, this is
Oh.
now the third person. And Nomi just told us
Oh.
that she has a friend that's allergic to water. So that's why, and,
Oh.
and I agree with what Shadow's saying. I mean, they're putting stuff in the water. I don't think it's just water itself. I think it's compounds that's being put in the water.
Well, yeah.
Because our government hates us, guys.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not news.
it's
But
you
what
know it
is
is.
news? But what is news? I'm going to take some time to do a shameless plug here. I am knocking on the door of 600 subscribers. I am 10 away from that, and I am less than 900 hours from getting monetized. So
Woo!
after we're done here, after you're done here, you go to my channel and you watch all my content.
I'll have it on repeat.
For those who are interested, his link is in the description below. So, yeah, absolutely. Although you should probably come hang out on the pub first, because that's about an hour after we're done here. So,
Yeah.
I got stuff to do after that. I got
What
research
stuff
to
they
do.
got to
yeah,
do?
I know. I just meant
Joker.
all the people over here in the chat. They got to come watch us first.
Oh, okay,
Well-
fine. Okay, fine.
JB, don't you have a major event coming up that you've got to get ready for, especially with your line of work? You guys are about to have. Well, you always have an influx.
I am actually off on St. Patrick's Day, thank God, because if I have to make an Irish car bomb, I'm going to slap someone. And don't drink gay beer. That makes you a fag.
I second him on this.
Oh, so we're just saying it now like that. Okay.
But,
It's an Irish car bomb.
well, see you later, Samuel's
And-
channel.
And okay, an Irish car bomb is a monstrosity where you take Guinness and you fill the glass about halfway, and then in a shot glass you take one of God's greatest creations, Jameson here. Mix it with Irish cream, liqueur, and you drop it into the Guinness and you drink it like a shot. You have to drink it pretty quick, or the cream will start to curdle, and it's gross. And I have someone who comes into my bar and orders that all the time, and I refuse to, because my bar does not have draft beer, and I cannot justify cracking open a bottle of Guinness to make one shot. And he says, but it tastes like bubbly chocolate milk. And I slapped him one time.
Yeah, he had that coming. It's not that dissimilar from a cement mixer, Nomi, if you know what that is.
I know what that is. I work at a bar now.
Yeah.
So I know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, now what's the cement
folks in
mixer?
the chat? Well, you take a a shot of or a glass of whiskey, and you drop a shot of warm milk into it, and you try to down it before the milk curdles and solidifies in your throat
Yeah, it's gross.
like cement.
Mhm.
It's disgusting.
I tell people we're out of milk because I don't
Have I
That
ever
want it.
sounds
poured-
nasty, dude.
Yeah, it's
Have
not
I-
good. It's the kind of thing you order for your friend on his 21st when you hate him.
Mhm.
No, the type of shot you get for your friend is a BJ on his 21st.
I mean, yeah, that too.
I mean,
But
I not too long ago, I had some kids come into to my bar, and by kids I mean like barely 21, 22, and one of the young ladies said, I'd like a blow job," and I just said, so would I, but it doesn't look like either of us are getting what we want. So
so you go, here's a bottle of Guinness. Drink up.
Andy Pickle says, JB, I want you to try a drink called a Flaming Dr. Pepper. A shot is
Wow.
I have made those.
151.
I have made those, and they know that's almost impossible to make now because the Bacardi no longer makes 151.
51. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless you go to Mexico, because that's still over there.
And in Mexico, when in Mexico, just drink beer. Do not drink cocktails. Do not drink blended drinks. Do not drink anything that involves ice. Just drink
Yes.
beer.
No, that
Oh,
is
yeah,
that is a very true statement. Do not use anything with anything chilled, basically. If it's beer,
Generally,
yes.
generally
That-
speaking, in Mexico, if you want to drink something, make sure that it gets open in front of you and nobody puts anything into it either. Otherwise, you can end up being
Right.
ransomed and then sent back
Yeah.
home on
Yeah.
fire in an oil drum.
And then you have a
And-
weird scar on your abdomen.
And
They
make
remove
sure
your kidney.
and if you can, and if you insist on getting cocktails or shots or something, make sure you're at the resorts
Yes.
and not at the local bars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot, these days I would even say at the resorts. I mean, but then again, that's
The resorts are
Yeah.
the resorts are run fairly safe.
Very
They kinda
safe,
have to be.
very tight. Because if anything happens at those resorts, the U.S. government will be on their ass if something happens to a citizen. Yeah.
and governments of other nations too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
guess
why.
I guess the cartels know when not to push their luck.
Well, no, they want your money.
They want your money. So
Right.
that's why you don't venture out away from the resorts. Because once you're kidnapped, that's beyond the resort's, problem. You're someone else's problem now. But if the cartels ever stepped in the territory of resorts, their ass is grass, and other countries will mow their ass.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm
yes
saying.
and no.
That's what I'm saying. They know not to press their luck going into those areas. So my question is, wouldn't it be the danger? Wouldn't it be once you fly into getting to those areas?
I mean, like when I went on my cruise, the general area that I was in was very tourist. So that tourist area did not dare to do anything tricky or nothing
Right.
that will get US or Mexico government on them.
If you want to avoid any potential problems with the cartels and you're in a resort, do not speak to a very young, very attractive girl who tries to come up to you and say you're an American. That's a prostitute, and they will drug you.
Yep. And do not listen to them and they say like, hey, I know an island that has better beers, cheaper beers, whatever. It's a trap. Don't do it. Don't listen to what she has to offer. Don't do it.
Also, don't buy chiclets from little kids on the side of the road because chiclets are nasty.
I like
However,
chicken.
However, if you are walking in the general area of the beach area and you come across someone who has who wants to give you a sample of cocaine? Take that
Yes.
shit. That is good shit.
Because it's real, very real. When I was
Don't
leaving
do drugs,
Cancun,
YouTube.
when I was leaving
Not
Cancun,
okay. Yes, don't do drugs, not because they're bad, but because they're fun.
yes, but yes, because when you're in Cancun, there will be guys with 3 iguanas on their shoulders and with giant blocks, like I kid you not, blocks of cocaine, like coca, si quiero coca, like no, thank you. But it's pure stuff. So yeah, a lot of people on that cruise took a little booger sugar, and people were happy on that cruise when we left.
Sure.
And
sure.
didn't sleep.
You
And
gotta
didn't
be
sleep.
you got to be careful with that though, because you know, a lot of times what you're talking about is cocaine that's a lot more pure than the stuff that actually hits stateside.
Mhm.
The problem with that is that people go down there and they overdo it, and you do end up with people who get very sick, very ill, and occasionally very, very dead because you can't handle that much pure cocaine. You just
Right.
can't.
And that's why I will never touch it, even though it was there for me to take, but I don't want to. Because I don't want to
So-
be I don't want to be DED.
We'll talk,
Also, if you
we'll talk
see
afterwards.
guys with iguanas on their shoulders selling cocaine at the resorts, make sure you check your bags before you move into another country first,
Yes.
because you might
Yes.
have inadvertently muled some cocaine over an international border, which is a very bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you will be in questioning for more than 2 hours. Not like it happened to me, but I know it's happened to other people.
Mhm. Yeah. So, any pickle, I don't know if I would say it's grosser than, you know, any other kind of drug. Like crystal meth, for example, is made with
Right.
household cleaning chemicals, red and blue
Right.
battery acid, red phosphorus. I mean, like every one of these things can kill you on its own.
Right.
You know? So yeah, I mean, yeah, it might be bathed in diesel, which. How did they make it before diesel? Because they were making it before diesel.
Cocaine leaves.
I wasn't there, so
Yeah.
I wasn't there. So
So that would be
Good
my question.
disclaimer,
But
Joker.
I would say I will say that it does have other uses than getting high, though. It is also the best
chocolate.
topical anesthetic on planet Earth. It's
Real
just also a
Coca-Cola?
Yes, it
controlled
is.
substance. Yeah. You get anything from third degree burns to massive infected cuts, tooth pain, all that stuff. Like you just rub a little Coke on it and it'll numb it right up. It's the best topical
yeah.
anesthetic on earth. However, especially in the United States where cocaine is very illegal, they prefer that you use, their stuff. Usually comes with a needle like lidocaine.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. There were
By the way,
the
YouTube,
disclaimer here.
I should have done this at the beginning. Warning: the topics covered tonight are not meant for those under the age of 18. The topics are meant for informative and entertainment purposes and are not meant to trigger anyone viewing this content. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you.
Okay. So basically,
Droga
you
Baya.
brought that up. So you brought that into play when I came on. Okay, good. I like it.
No, I meant to do it at the beginning, but I got distracted by somebody. Kohai. She knows who she is. But no, you that was meant to do before even Nomi came on.
Okay.
So please continue.
So are we playing? So are we doing trivia tonight?
Oh, we
Indeed.
are getting to some stuff. We've got some
Indeed we
little
are.
bit of news to go through. We're also going to watch a 6-minute video on the Jinn, and
Oh, genies.
yeah, because we're going to start a series on it next
Kind
week.
of.
We do have trivia tonight. The trivia will be the last two things. We're also waiting for a certain feline to
Linus.
show up, who apparently
Gotcha.
took offense to me calling her a Jinn.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then.
So, but and also Joker, with the news, I have a special article for you.
Oh,
That will go dead last.
oh God.
Here's the person responsible for me not doing the disclaimer at the beginning. There she is.
Oh,
That's the demon memer, by the way, for a good reason.
right.
So,
So we've
No,
been
okay.
Cavatino.
so So please, this article here. Oh, gin is disgusting. Ugh.
Okay. Well, it's not coming yet. There's something else I wanted to show you, which is why I'm glad you guys went into, staying on the beaten path and everything in Mexico. But I'm wondering if this has ever happened out there. So this man died, and his friends drove his dead body to the bank to withdraw money.
Okay.
So they weekend at burning him literally.
Literally.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how they thought that. Okay, so they propped up his body to withdraw money from his bank. How are you gonna pull that off?
Very carefully.
But I
A
mean,
lot
but there's
of
cameras.
fishing line
Mm-hmm.
doesn't
But
always
there's
show up on
cameras,
cameras.
and don't you have to? I mean, why not just take his card and use his password? This was stupid. They drew
Yeah.
money from the manager account with him present. They
I mean,
previously withdrew the money from.
I mean, I know that ATMs have cameras, so I mean, I don't know. But this is not shocking to me. Okay, your friend died. Oh, wait, he had a lot of cash. Let's take it because he's not going to spend it.
Yeah, I just thought it was stupid because
Well,
you're not going to get caught. I mean, you're going to get
Well,
caught.
I mean, I didn't say that these. I mean, obviously these perpetrators here are not the sharpest knives in the drawer, and they wouldn't make it here in the Gotham too long because we're a special kind of criminal here. But okay, I'm like, okay, so this is not shocking to me.
I just thought it was stupid. But I guess
It is stupid.
they put the weekend of Bernie's idea
To
to
good use.
they put it to good
Well,
use.
to use.
um and here's another one. Here's
Okay.
another one. And the next one is the article, especially for you, because I know
Okay.
you're going to go off, and I'm waiting on that one. Florida man
Okay.
complains of migraines. Docs find tapeworm in his brain after eating undercooked bacon. See, this is
Why?
why.
Okay.
Don't
Why? That's just.
Okay, I can tell you, like, I got into an argument offline with Larry and Amira not that long ago about why I love
Okay.
bacon, and they were both like, I mean, she's Muslim and she doesn't eat bacon anyway. Plus, there are parasites in pork flesh. That's why you got to cook it to temp. But
Right.
I was like, all right, you guys don't want to eat bacon, fine. There's more for me, whatever. But
It's
yeah,
meat
this kind
candy.
of thing does happen. Yeah.
Right.
It's like
Tastiest
dog treats for
animal on
human
earth.
beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting question though. How does it reach
That's an
his
interesting
brain? I wonder
question.
if
How did it get into his brain? And it wasn't one taste. It was an infestation. It wiggles its way.
Yeah. I don't think from the digestive system there's a direct path to the brain unless you're rubbing it on your eyes and in your ears, maybe.
It has to be something because it says that he was dealing with the headaches for a 4-month period after consuming the pesky pork product.
Pesky pork product. So we got some alliteration there. That's cute.
Well,
I'm just not understanding because there's no direct path from the digestive system to the brain. So unless you're rubbing some of this on a orifice somewhere that leads into the brain somehow, I'm not understanding how this works.
yeah, it's something about his lifelong preference for soft bacon wasn't the sole cause of the specific bizarre ailment, but rather that
No,
the breakfast favorite had gone bad with undercooking, leaving the man. I still don't understand. The perfect storm situation led to a case of neurocyscal whatever. The
I mean,
parasite laying eggs that infect
the
numerous regions of the body. So maybe the
the
eggs hatched.
parasites would be in the stomach or in somewhere in the esophagus or somewhere in the
The poop chute.
intestines. Yeah,
Yeah.
the poop shoots, but not the brain.
If it gets into the bloodstream, if it gets into the bloodstream, it can find its way to anywhere.
Mhm.
I guess I'm just not seeing. I'm just it sounds like a very tough path to get there.
And
Sure.
see, here's the other thing too. According to CDC, this is why I'm not convinced that it's pork. If he didn't thoroughly wash his hands after a bowel movement, they can spread eggs to other members of their household, especially through food. So, okay, I didn't want to see that. Yep, I did not want to see that. If, in fact, I'm going to show this in a strong effort to forget what I just saw because I hate worms.
Mhm.
There you go,
Oh,
JV.
man.
Oh God. Oh.
We really I don't want to talk
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
I don't want anything
yeah.
to do with this movie.
The heck was that sound?
Good.
Oh, it was JV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about this on FNR not too long ago, and my take on this film is a remake of The Crow should never happen. The Crow is a perfect film
Yeah.
the way it is, and it should never be
Mhm.
touched.
Mhm.
This is the fact that they're calling it The Crow, and they're using the characters of Eric Draven and Shelley, make this film completely nonsense because it's not Eric, it's not Shelley.
Yeah.
That was from the original film or even
But
from
nobody
the
else.
comic.
Yeah.
Right. And
It's only
now
Eric and Shelley. They've gotten rid of all of the other characters.
Hold on, Sam.
Right.
Sam, let him cook.
Now, you could make a film of The Crow because The Crow is not Eric. The Crow is the entity that brings a soul back to life. But the main crux of this is that with what made The Crow special was there was an innocent that was taken. So these are two, from what I've seen from the trailer, these are two objectively bad people.
Mhm.
So where's the redemption? Where's the justice? Where's the love story in this? Because The Crow, the original film, is at its core, it's a love story.
You're not
So,
wrong. Yeah.
not.
It's a love
Now,
story for
Apparently, you don't know,
goths. But
JB.
yes.
There have been whoa. There have been sorts of remakes that have been great since the original Crow film. No, you are absolutely wrong. There was one Crow film. Every other Crow film has sucked.
Mhm.
I think
I agree
I
with
think
that.
what Ariel meant here is that there have been all sorts of remakes in general that have been great since the originals. There have been a few that were better than the originals. Yes, I
Right.
will agree that
This is not-
I don't see
is-
this being that.
No.
Yep.
No.
See remakes in general.
And
The Thing,
I've
for
watched
example.
them. Right. The Thing was not good because the Carpenter film is the best film.
No, Carpenter film is a remake. That's what I'm saying. And
Oh,
it's better than the
okay.
original, which is The Thing from Another World.
Okay. And we have just seen a remake of Dune put into two parts, which arguably is, depending on which side of the book you're on, arguably is a huge step up from the '84 David Lynch film. So there have been remakes. Yes. So
yeah,
there have been, and this is not the one of them.
My biggest issue with this, and I think I said this to Larry last night, I watched the trailer when it appeared in my timeline, and the number one takeaway that I had from it was that they showed the entire movie in the trailer. The whole thing, beginning to end.
They did.
Like, I have no incentive to watch this now at all because I just watched it. And it kind of seemed, it feels like to me that this is one of those things where they had some last minute writing changes. And this was supposed to be kind of a mob revenge drama or whatever. And they tacked on the supernatural element last minute and just called it The Crow. This is what it feels like to me. This doesn't feel like a Crow movie so much as The Crow was put on here to sell tickets.
Right. This is also. I think this is also just looking at the what of the trailer I have seen. The quality of this looks like a CW show.
Yeah, that does. I did watch the trailer because I listened to what Sam said last night. I watched the trailer earlier today, and they set a record of showing a movie from beginning to end in less than 2 minutes. I was just like, and what I saw, I didn't like. I mean, it was overkill with the shooting. I mean, we can't even show the trailer on YouTube.
No, it's
Even
a
here
red
on
band trailer.
yeah. I mean, it's like they went overboard trying to prove that this guy is a crow and he can't be killed. And I was just like, it's like you said, this looks more like just a mob movie with CW graphics than it does a love story. It's like the love story is secondary to it.
Right.
You know, I found it very difficult to identify in any way with this version of Eric Draven versus the first one. I saw when I saw the trailer for the first one when I was a kid. I mean, I can identify immediately. But this guy just looks like an angry drug dealer that got himself and his girl killed.
Juggalo. Right.
Yeah.
Guy's a juggalo.
So exactly. So
Yeah,
but
he's
yeah,
a juggalo.
that's what
That's
I took.
exactly right.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
And Shadow, there is no need to nitpick here. The CW is just a meme at this point. So don't ask that question again.
Right. Hi, Amira.
Hi, Amira.
I'm here, Larry. Now what?
Hello.
What
I knew it. I knew she was gonna come after you, Larry, not after me, because you're the one who said it in the first place.
Said what?
You called me the local neighborhood djinn. Who you calling a djinn? Larry? Who you calling a djinn, Larry? Who? I'm here now. Say it to my face.
I'm ready.
I didn't call you a djinn.
I'll be over.
I called Will a djinn.
No, you called me a djinn first. See, now he's backtracking.
You get back here, Joker.
Know me. You see he's backtracking? You see?
Yeah.
That's not true.
I know what I heard. I'm not crazy. I know what I heard.
You misheard.
No. How am I going to mishear? Listen, my eyes don't
Hey,
work,
you,
but
you
my
shut
ears...
up, Andy.
My ears work really good. Who's Andy? Yeah, Andy.
Pickle.
Go eat a cucumber, Andy. Look, when I said gin, I meant Gin, not
That's even worse.
Djinn.
It's Ramadan and I'm Muslim, so why would you ever call me an alcohol? That's even worse. Meet me outside, Larry. Catch me outside. Right after the show, I'm going to be in the back alley.
She's pulling up on your
I'll
ass.
be over. I'll just.
So, you know what? Forget it. Yeah, you are the local gin.
Now you're getting bold. Okay. We'll see how bold you are.
Catch me outside, lioness. How about that?
You know what? That's all right. As soon as it's done, we're gonna see. And don't let the teddy bear fool you. I'm gangster over here, okay? It goes down. Teddy bear hide.
Hey, Suka's got my back, so I'm not tripping.
Suka is not yours. Suka is mine.
You think so?
He's my gang. I know so. How are you gonna talk about my gang like they work for you? They work for me, Suka. Right, Suka. See that?
All I gotta do is pay Suka some money. He'll take he'll take a bullet. Oh man. So here we have up next. You work for Sam. Yeah, okay.
He works for ramen. I know that.
So here's that 6 minute thing. Here's that 6 minute well, I'm calling it a trailer, but it's an explanation on the gin. I found it on Rumble. I hope you guys like it. Sam, it does have some sound on it. I don't think it's I don't think it's copyrighted. You know, it doesn't sound like anything copyrighted. It sounds like just back moon music. But I listened to it earlier, and it was pretty good. So it kind of explains to us where Amira came from. Hold on, let me.
When I met my husband,
Are you still talking trash? Are you still see?
There's one simple hearing hack anyone can use
I can't
to
even
improve their
mute.
hearing almost
Can't even mute
overnight.
this dog out there. Here we go.
Disturbing
Yeah, this-
behaviors,
Here.
entities and beings from the
Sorry. Here. The views and opinions expressed by the individuals in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the network or its parent company or affiliates.
there are
We're gonna
many
have to EFAP this, aren't we?
beings from the paranormal world, each of which with their own intriguing and often disturbing behaviors. The jinn, however, are without a doubt one of the most interesting and unsettling presence in our reality. These creatures not only have the ability to appear out of nowhere and disappear just as quickly, they can also take the form of any creature or person they desire. Although to some, the jinn are nothing more than mystical entities of Middle Eastern legends and folklore, other researchers suggest their presence on Earth could be very real. And what's more, what Western cultures regard as aliens, Bigfoot creatures, shape-shifting werewolves or reptilians, and even ghosts and demons are, in fact, jinn in just some of the many forms they can manifest themselves.
Let me pause that right there. Now, I've never heard of werewolves being called jinn. Amir, have you
Yeah, I
ever
think
heard
this
that?
is
I mean, really, a jinn is any type of mythical creature.
Hmm. Okay.
You
And
could
while this
call
doesn't
it.
mean that these other
Okay.
creatures don't exist, only that the jinn choose their respective form to appear to us in order to influence our decisions and behavior. Indeed, if this is the case, then not only would we have to contemplate that the jinn are more part of our reality than we might suspect or desire, but their reach is truly global. It is said that the jinn's own realm of existence is a different dimension outside of our own, which, incidentally, is how researchers such as David Icke describe the reptilians' natural realm. And while that might sound crazy, we should note that even mainstream scientists are examining the genuine possibility of alternative dimensions.
Now, see, now, Sam. Now, you can chime in on it. This is where I
Multiverse.
started getting. Yeah, exactly. This is where I started getting concerned. I'm like, these fools are now starting to mess with things that they don't really understand. This is where I was like, wait a minute, what?
Existing alongside our own. Indeed, author Rosemary Allen Gooley, who has studied jinn extensively, has looked to the advancements of modern science as a way of eventually explaining the reality of jinn. She highlights that the jinn's natural state appears similar to smokeless fire, which is very similar to plasma, the fourth state of matter. Another writer, Jesse M. Spack, wrote that, like gases, plasma has no fixed shape or volume and is less dense than solids or liquids. But unlike ordinary gases, plasmas are made up of atoms in which some of all the electrons have been stripped away and positively charged nuclei called ions roam freely. Might this fourth state of matter and how it appears similar to the jinn's appearance suggest they are indeed interdimensional beings? According to Gooley's research, old texts state that the jinn exist in a place that is very close but invisible to humans. Once more, it is worth highlighting the research of David Icke, who claims that reptilian entities reside in the lower fourth dimension, a realm that humans are unable to see. Might reptilians and the jinn be one and the same? Legends of the jinn state that they can also take the form of any animal it chooses, although it'll often appear as a snake, lizard, or scorpion. Perhaps one of the most intriguing animal forms are those stating that the jinn often appears as a black dog. What is interesting here is that there are many sightings of apparent demonic black dogs throughout Europe, particularly so in the United Kingdom. These strange, often red-eyed creatures are said to appear out of nowhere, usually out of a strange mist or fog. Might this be the smokeless fire said to be a jinn's natural form? We might also briefly examine legends of the ancient world of gods who could shift their form into any animal or person they desire.
Larry, pause.
Didn't
I make this comparison last night between the world of the jinn and the world of the fairies?
Yeah, you did say the fairies because I had mentioned to you that they live amongst us humans. They're not just like showing up and leaving. They actually live with us and next to us. They could be one sleeping with you every night and you don't know until you can either get sensitive to them or they show themselves to you. I told you guys that we believe that they are made of fire or light, like some type of a light or fire, that they're just walking around with this internal flame. And like their whole body is like a fire, but it's not hot. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. And this is what he said. He said that talking about plasma, that it could be plasma. So I don't know. I mean, and, and as for the black dog, we always talk about the black dog being the pet of Shaitan. Shaitan is Satan, and Shaitan have a pet, and his pet dog goes out and seeks things for him and takes messages back to him.
A hellhound.
There you go. Yeah, hellhound.
Yeah. There's stories of people who've done deals with devils being dragged back to hell after their term is up by a large black dog with red eyes. So there's a lot of stuff like that. There seems to be a lot of crossover here. It kind of seems like the aim of this video is to basically call every potentially supernatural entity that mankind has ever encountered a jinn, though, which I kind of do take a little bit of issue with. I'm not saying that there aren't jinn. I'm just saying that I don't believe that everything that we've all encountered, as a species, it comes from the same place. So as far as I know, angels and demons, for example, are completely separate species.
That's not what that means. When we say jinn, we just mean a non-human. It's non-human spirit kind of thing, spirit world. When we say jinn, it doesn't have to mean anything in particular per se. It just means that it's a spirit living amongst us. It could take many forms. So it's not just like putting a broad umbrella over all of the jinn and not distinguishing between them. There are different kinds. But when we say jinn, it just means a spirit. Oh, I wanted to...
Wouldn't that be fae as well?
Kind of, yeah.
I wanted to mention
Hold on.
In the comments, Andy Pickle said, considering us humans can perceive very little of the light spectrum, and that's what Samael and I were talking about yesterday, is that we're not able to see half the stuff, and a lot of people think that all that you see is what is in the world, but there's so much more next to us, living next to us, and we don't see them because we can't see with our primitive eyes. And then Ariel said that it's like hot ice. That's the reason why they're not hot to the touch, but they are still made of fire and light.
Ice so cold it burns.
Like hot ice.
Ice can burn you, though. Especially if you add salt to it.
All right, I'm going to hit the play.
Desired. There are multiple legends of Zeus doing just that on several occasions in writings from ancient Greece. Furthermore, there are many legends of gods in ancient Egypt who took a half-human, half-animal form, something else that the jinn often do. Are these writings of the gods from antiquity actually describing jinn? Another intriguing form a jinn will often assume is that of a simple shadow seen moving of its own accord. Once more, we might look to modern Western legends, in this instance, those of shadow people, black figures witnessed by many people,
like
only for a few seconds out of the corner of their eyes. Is this yet again another manifestation of these apparently Middle Eastern legendary entities? If so, just how real might these otherworldly entities look to influence humanity for their own benefit and amusement be? Well, according to some researchers, they're not only real, but secret military units of the United States are actively searching for them, or more specifically, their technology. According to researcher and author Philip Imbrogno, he was told of just such a military operation in the Middle East by a cousin of one of the region's royal families. According to Imbrogno, he was visiting a friend, Jack, who he had served with in Vietnam and who had since begun working as a high-ranking security official with the royal family in Saudi Arabia. It was at a dinner that he and Jack attended with the aforementioned royal cousin where Imbrogno was informed of this top-secret operation. By pure chance, Imbrogno found himself sitting next to the royal family member, during which time he informed him he was there to research the legends of the jinn. The royal immediately told him that not only was the jinn very real, but they existed in the country. He then went on to reveal that the United States military had been given special permission to undertake a top-secret operation in the deserts of the country. And this operation was to locate and capture a jinn. More specifically, a technical device that allowed the jinn to pass through solid walls, as well as create and travel through dimensional windows. The royal insisted to Imbrogno that, although he was aware of how bizarre the claim sounded, the United States military operation in the desert was very real. He wasn't, however, aware of how successful their efforts had been.
I mean, that's stupid. They're not going to let themselves get caught by us. Like, they're not stupid. They've been alive for millennia. They're not going to. Yeah.
I'm not sure they can be caught by us.
I think it's stupid to go after them to begin with. They're messing with things that they should not be messing with. You know,
Right.
it's ridiculous. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you guys want to be stuck on stupid? You go right ahead.
Well, they call them black figures, and I think that that's a really racist way to calling them black figures. They prefer to be called African American figures. I mean, they should
Hidden
use
figures.
the proper word. You know, black is no longer the right term. We are supposed to say African American. So
Thanks, Jesse Jackson.
I'm just trying to
Not
help.
you. No, not you. It's all Jesse's fault. We are African Americans.
Oh, that's right. Isn't he the one who made up that term?
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
And
he decided that we're African Americans.
And Al Sharpton too.
Al Sharphead. Anyway.
So real quick, Super Suka says they mess with demonic entities to gain knowledge. Here's the difference. As far as I know, can tell anyway, angels, demons, jinn are all three completely separate things. You can bind demons. You can trap them. It's complicated. The process is messy, difficult as hell. And the very second that your resolve wavers in any way, they will turn on you, because nothing likes being bound into service. You know, so don't do it. Don't mess with them. And that's what I'm saying. And if you can bind them, right, and they'll rip you apart for it, then I wouldn't mess with jinn either, for the same reason.
So Sam, in you being an eldritch terror operating on many planes of existence, do you come across these? Did you come across these entities? Do you hang out with them, and what do they like? What do they like to drink?
I mean, they make pretty good toothpicks. That's about all I know about them.
Okay.
They're so fucking me, man.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay.
No, Sam does have a point. Let me say this really quickly, Larry, before we begin.
Okay. Go ahead,
Sam does have a point about the separation between the jinn versus the angel and versus the demons. You know, that there is a separation. So that's why when you said, why do they call them jinn? The reason that they're called jinn is because we cast that umbrella for anything that is non-human, non-angel, non-demon. Whatever else is out there is considered jinn.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Now, for the longest time, I always thought that the way Arabs saw it was that it was a specific type of creature, not an umbrella term for non-human entities.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, because it can come, like he said, in the form of dogs. We've seen humans. We've seen jinn show up in human forms. We've seen many types. Fire, light, show up as light, show up as anything. So yeah.
Yeah. So like when I made that comparison to the Fae, to the world of the fairies, there are many different types of fairies, because they come from an entire vibrant world of their own. But not everything in cryptozoology or mythology or religion belongs to the Fae. Not everything is Fae, but things that are of the Fae are definitely, like you got, like elves, gnomes, brownies, that kind of thing, are all fairies, trolls even. but they're almost like different animals coming from the same ecosystem sort of thing, but they're all in that Fae umbrella. Whereas something like a chupacabra, right? Totally unconnected, totally different, totally unrelated to the world of the Fae. It's more of a terrestrial.
Chupacabra is a
animal.
monster, right? Yeah, it's
Yes.
a monster.
Yeah. So
what's his name?
that's the only reason I'm nitpicking.
Suka said aliens equals jinn. No, a lot of people will say that aliens are jinn, but I wouldn't say that they are. I would say that aliens wouldn't be in the spirit world. They're not in the spirit world. They're in the terrestrial world. So no.
Yeah, I would draw that distinction too.
So I guess
So,
if we go back centuries to the beginning of this country, I guess technically with me being 3/5 of a human, I guess I'm technically a jinn that was found and had my power stripped from me. Since they are the black people. Crickets on that one. I guess it's true.
I'm not saying anything on that one.
What do you want me to say, man?
No, we gotta look on her face like I'm not saying nothing. And Mira's looking at me like, really? And Joker's and JB's bored. All right. Are you guys
He's not
ready
bored.
for
He's just not stepping on any landmines.
Lawrence just asked Samuel to have your power back. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. But Samuel's one of those entities that always wants some kind of price. He doesn't do anything for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Frito ain't free.
Yeah. The only thing
Sometimes
he fears
it only
is
costs an ice cream cone, though. So
yeah. The only thing he fears is Amira anyway. So
Well, there's nothing to fear but fear itself, now isn't it? And my name is Fear.
And if you really think about it, we were born without a spirit of fear.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, yeah, we got a game going on, don't we, Larry?
Yeah.
I want to play game.
Okay. All right. You guys ready? So this is Infamous Urban Legends Volume 1.
Urban Legends or thank you.
I'm sorry. Urban. That's sorry. Virgin Legends. Urban legends, real or not, live on to terrorize even the bravest of us all. So 20 questions, 25 minutes. Chat, you guys are welcome to participate. And you guys know the rules. We've done this before. Participate.
You've been hanging around. You've been listening to my content way too much. You're starting to talk like me now.
Hey, it's good content. Oh, and by the way, do me a favor, Nomi, and before we start this, Nomi and JB, you guys plug in because we've got a lot more people watching now than we did an hour ago. If you guys want to plug in what you got going on, Amira, you're also welcome.
It's in my little name thing there.
I'm
Okay,
not
bye,
supposed to be
bye,
here.
Shadow. I'm not supposed to be here. Hey, Dante.
No, me. How long is your hair? How long is your hair?
Pretty long.
Let me see. Are we same length?
I think yours might be longer than mine.
I don't know. I think we're same.
Okay. Mine goes past down my boob. So
mine is right at my boob. Well, past a little bit past, yeah.
Yeah, mine's like a little underneath. Yeah, so it's long.
But I guess it also depends on how long our boobs go down.
That's true.
All righty.
I'm just trying to.
Larry.
I mean, the older you get, the longer that distance is, right?
But not if you work out.
Yeah, if
Gravity
you work out.
is it.
What?
Gravity
and
always
time come
wins.
for us all.
Gravity always wins. Gravity always wins.
I don't know. I am kind of. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Yeah. Nomi, did you want to plug in what you got going on next week before we start?
Let's see. Midnight's Edge Espanol. You'll catch me there doing shorts. I'm actually going to be doing a video for them pretty soon. I'm actually have to do it. I'm going to be posting it pretty soon. let's see, Midnight's Edge Espanol. Dames and Dorks were off this coming Thursday. We're taking a little breather. And then next Friday, I'm having a drinking stream with a bunch of lovely ladies. It's gonna be almost a shit show. So I will be doing a fundraiser. It was highly encouraged by Devil Made Me Do It because he had his hand in influence. Go figure. And so we have a price menu, and then it's going from $20 a shot to $40 a shot. And these shots are particular, and the reason why you'll see that on my Friday show, and that is at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, and it's going to go for 6 or 7 hours.
$20 a shot?
Yes.
What's that?
To make them drink.
To get me drunk.
I am never. Shit, I can do that. I can do that in half that amount.
Get me drunk in half that amount. Because we only went out. We only went out one time, JV, and you don't really know me when I'm drinking.
Oh, know me. I've seen you drink. Trust me.
Yeah, I know you've seen me drink, but you've never seen me take shots.
Okay.
All
Talking to a professional here.
And I'm getting there too. I work at a bar as well. I do have shifties at the end of my shift, and I may always make them double, and I get them too.
Larry, can you put the game, please?
Yes, here we go.
Okay. Nobody else wants to plug anything? Okay, here we go.
I'll plug myself. I'll plug myself after the game.
Okay. All right. And look at the look of Mira's face. Just so pretty.
Larry, don't make me come through this. I will come through this screen.
You will come through the screen?
Know me?
Sorry.
Listen. Know me.
What's up? I'm sorry.
First she's trying to show us her chesticles, and now she's talking about.
I call them testicles too. Oh,
you do?
So do I.
Oh my god! I do call them testicles. I thought I was the only one who called them chesticles.
Oh my god!
Exactly, Suka. Exactly, Suka. I told you, Sam. You tried to be smart earlier. I told you he was on my side.
Just start the game. Just start the game.
Let's play the game.
We gotta wait for JV now.
I'm still here.
Okay,
he's still here.
Here we go. Boom.
Hiding.
Years ago, a woman escaped the clutches of a group of brothers that she claimed were feeding off her blood. After hearing her story and seeing the slits on her wrist, the police stormed their home and found many other women in the same condition. The brothers were captured and executed. However, it is now believed that they were in fact vampires after their crypts were discovered to be empty years later. The Roswell brothers, the Fulton brothers, the Brooks brothers, or the Carter brothers?
The Fulton brothers.
Got one for Fulton.
I'll go with the Fulton brother. Wait.
Fulton,
Where is
Fulton.
Kohai in this? Where's Kohai?
He's not
No.
here. Fulton.
Yeah. Kohai is a cheat code. She just so that's 3 for Fulton.
My
Kohai?
gut is saying
What's the answer?
Carter. The Carter brothers.
So I've got 1 for Carter, 3 for Fulton. Am I correct? Andy says Cartoon is 2. Okay, so are you staying with Fulton or are you switching to Carter, JV?
I'll go Fulton. Why not?
Okay. So 3 for Fulton,
Damn
3
it,
for
Kohai.
Carter. Somebody says Brooks. So Fulton Brothers wins. Let's see. Richard L., you don't count. Carter.
I knew.
Oh, stop it! You just guessed.
No,
Right.
I'm like, I heard this story before.
This
I
urban legend will call for children walking along the seashore. If they come, it will grab them, put them in its pouch, and take them away into the sea, never to be seen or heard from again. The wailing siren,
Kangaroos.
the Herzen slog, the Qualaplik, the Oglemara.
I'm going with that Q thing. That Q thing. It sounds Australian.
Kolopalik.
I say Ogamara.
1 for Oglemara, 2 for Oglemara,
You know, I'm gonna say Oglamara too because I think there's a movie based on
3
this.
for 3 for Oglemara. Olga something, that's 4. I guess we'll go with that. It is the Qualiplic.
Good call, JV.
Good
If your
guess.
children are caught outside in the evening by this urban legend, it will grab them and scream into their ear to deliver a fright they'll never forget. Hugging Molly, snatching Sam, grabbing Gary, or holding Heather.
Hugging Molly?
I hope it's not Crab Gary.
I want to grab Gary.
Grabbing Gary.
Got Kohai says hugging Molly.
Hugging Molly. There it is.
3 for hugging Molly. 4 for Molly. Okay. Hugging Molly. Damn you, Kohai. So many misfortunes. Sam. So many misfortunes have occurred in this town that its nickname is the Village of the Damned. Now deserted, this place is the site of many suicides, disappearances, and even demonic activity that has birthed many urban legends. It is believed that the founders of the village and supposed to say by extension, the village itself is cursed. St. Elmo, Colorado, Dudleytown, Connecticut, Calico, California, or Arcola, Alabama. Got 1 for
Calico.
Got 3 for Calico.
Calico.
I would say Connecticut. But since everyone's saying Calico, I don't know. But I would think it would be in Connecticut because Connecticut has a lot of haunted places.
That's true.
I'm going to go with Andy Pickle, St. Elmo.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say, Sam?
St. Elmo. Same as Andy Pickle.
So 2 for St. Elmo, and then 1 for Calico, 2 for Calico,
2 for Calico, 3 for Calico,
3 for Calico, and Amira, what did you say again? Connecticut?
Yeah, Connecticut.
Okay, so I guess it's Calico. Ariel said Arcola, so it's Calico. Nope, Dudleytown, Connecticut.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Who is the Charman? Who is the Charman? What does he do? A demon that burns his victims to death with a touch and takes their souls. A burned mental patient who wanders the woods to skin campers alive and hang them. He was a killer who was burned alive by those he victimized. He's the inspiration behind Freddy Krueger, or a fire survivor who lost his mind and skinned his dead father. He attacks travelers to skin them.
The last one.
The fourth option.
Yeah,
Freddy
the fourth
Krueger.
I think it's the burned mental patient because I know the story of Freddy Krueger. It ain't him.
Yeah,
Freddy Krueger was a dream.
Hold on, because everybody's talking at once, so I can't get down with it. So Kohai saying fire survivor. Nomi, you're saying fire survivor?
Yes.
Amira, you're saying which one?
Yeah, I said the fire survivor. The fourth
Fire
one.
survivor. Okay, that's 4. Yeah, so I guess let's check and see if it's a fire survivor. Fire survivor. There you go.
Yeah.
This urban legend killer is based off a real killer who burst through a bathroom medicine cabinet from a wall behind it and murdered a woman. Freddy Krueger, Bloody Mary, the people under the stairs, or Candyman.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Candyman.
Bloody Mary.
So I got 2 for Bloody Mary, 2 for Candyman.
3 for Bloody Mary. I was Bloody Mary also.
3. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and 1 for.
Well, Larry, she said her name to the mirror 3 times, and when she did that, she came through the mirror.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's saying Bloody. Yeah, so everybody. So only JV is saying Candyman. Everybody's saying Bloody Mary, and you guys are wrong. It is Candyman.
Wait, so was it Candyman that you said 3 times?
You can say Candyman. You can say Candyman too, also, but Candyman in particular is based off of somebody that actually came down into a wall and bust through this lady's medicine cabinet from behind the wall. He came in through another apartment and bust through her bathroom.
Did she say his name 3 times? Did she say Candyman 3 times? Is that what happened? Or no?
I don't know. They don't know.
Candyman, it's 5 times.
Yeah, she was just found dead. What are the Black Shucks? Demonic mermen that hunt for fishermen that trespass into their part of the sea. Omens of death in the shape of big black ghostly dogs with red eyes. They appear on roads at night, and some drag chains behind them.
ghosts of bank robbers that will try to steal your bodies and commit one last heist, or ghostly red bears that attack cars and as they drive by. Their victims are devoured and spend the eternity in their purgatory-like stomachs.
I'm gonna say omens of death.
Omens of
Yeah,
Death.
that's 3.
Yeah.
That's 4. Because Kohai said it too.
I say ghosts of bank robbers. I don't know.
1 for ghosts of bank robbers. Andy Picklehead says dogs. That's 6. So I guess that's. So let's see. Correct. Okay. Let's see. This eatery has been haunted for years. Why? Turns out it's the site of an old morgue that was built around a tree that was used to hang pirates. Crystal's Restaurant, PDQ, Captain Tony's, or Dell's Restaurant.
No clue.
Tony's.
Wait, what?
Captain Tony's.
That's 1
I'll
for
go with that
Captain
one.
Tony. 2 for Captain Tony's.
I don't know.
Crystal's Restaurant.
1 for Crystals and 1 for I don't know.
No, I'll stay with Chris. I'll go with Nomi. I'll be with Crystal then.
So 2 for Crystals. Andy Pickle says Tony's. And Ariel says PDQ. Kohai says Tony's.
Tony's.
Okay, so let's check.
That's 5.
Captain Tony's.
Okay.
Captain Tony's. True or false? A man became a famous sideshow throughout Texas, pretending to be the body of a notorious outlaw. He was eventually a part of the set for a show called The $6 Million Man. False. It wasn't pretend. It really was outlaw Elmer McCurdy, and he was dead the whole time. True. Eric Matthews scared many people into thinking he was a real corpse that was mistaken for a fake one.
True.
Sure.
That's 2 for true. 3 for true.
I want to say false.
Because
One
if
for
it
four.
was a $6 million man, and how can you pretend to? Well, yeah, I mean, if it's a show, I don't think they're going to carry around a corpse literally around in a show. So I think he was alive. So I would say true.
True. Okay.
Okay.
Andy, what the hell are you saying me for? All right, so let's go with true. False.
Wow,
He
they carried
was-
around a corpse.
He was dead and they didn't realize it. The people on the set figured it out because they went to move him around and somebody said, "Oh, wait a minute, this is a real corpse." That's when they finally figured it out.
This
If
makes
you're
sense.
brave enough, next one. If you're brave enough to travel the cemetery at night, the original and long dead caretaker will appear and give you a preview of what your own death will look like. The Hollywood Forever Cemetery, the Trinity Church Cemetery, the Granary Burying Ground, or the 100 Steps Cemetery.
100 steps.
1 for 100 Steps.
I'm going to say granary.
Yeah, I was thinking Granary as well.
I'm thinking the 100 steps as well.
Okay, it's 2 for Steps, 2 for Granary, 1 for Trinity.
I don't even know.
1 for
I'm just
Hollywood.
guessing. Literally guessing.
So the next
Me
one's
too.
the next one between Granary and 100 is going to be the tiebreaker because everybody else has guessed 1 apiece.
Kohai's got 100 steps too.
Oh, okay. Well, then 100 Steps. Let's see. Correct.
Okay.
In this urban legend, a wife lost her mind after her gold miner husband went to work at a canyon and never returned. She chopped her kids into pieces, then tossed their body parts into a nearby river before dying from despair. What is the name of the canyon? Slaughterhouse Canyon, Horacio's Canyon, Luana's Canyon, or Desperation Canyon?
Horatio's
I would say
Canyon.
desperation.
Oh.
That's 1 apiece.
I'd probably go with desperation myself.
That's 2
Yeah, I
for
would think
Desperation.
desperation.
3 for Desperation. Ariel says Slaughterhouse.
Hmm.
Thank you. I need to change that. I'm just going with the one no one picks. Okay. Well, so she's going with Luana's Canyon then. So we've got a tiebreaker situation again.
Well, desperation got the most, I think. So just push desperation. I guess.
Okay. All right. Nope. Luana's Canyon.
Wow.
Which, by the way, is also nicknamed Slaughterhouse Canyon. But for one, that was a trick question. The urban legend of hotel guests finding dead bodies under their bed or inside the mattress has finally been proven false. False. There were 3 confirmed cases of this happening in 3 states, or true.
False.
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 Definitely false.
Everybody's saying false.
I can't imagine it being true. It happens all the
Koha,
time.
you're late. Okay, so
it happened. Well, because that happened at one of the no-tell motels out here.
well, it was true, so you guys were correct.
So
Three
did they misbehave?
3 mysterious men called the Guardians are often seen traveling down this road. They are credited with helping those stranded in the area before disappearing. On the same road, a Native American steps in front of cars to be run over. When people stop to check after hitting him, there's no body. Montana Highway 464, Route 66, Skyline Drive, or Beartooth Highway. Kohai says
Beartooth Highway.
464. Wait, Kohai says 464. Nomi, you said Beartooth. JV?
I agree with Kohai.
Okay, it's 2 for
I'm gonna go with
464.
Beartooth.
2 for Beartooth. It looks
I
like
say
it's
Route
down to the line.
66. Route 66. I'm probably wrong, but who cares?
Well, I
Route
care.
66.
Your opinion matters.
Well, because I don't know it. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So I'll just say Route 66.
Okay. 1 for Route 66. Andy says 464, so let's check that one. I think that's the tiebreaker. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
464. It was 464. True or false? The Staten Island Cropsey is an urban legend. He lived in the woods and had a horrible habit of disemboweling minors in the middle of the night. True, this legend is based off of real child deleter, or false?
Minors
Parents
at
in the
no.
area-
Can you let him
Minors-
read it first? Can you please let him read it
Yeah,
before you start?
false.
Oh,
False. Parents in the area told this story to get their kids into the house before sundown. Crickets. It's okay, JV.
I'm gonna go false.
Andy says false.
False. False, I guess.
I was just gonna say, because you said the minors, I was gonna to make a joke like children of folks who mine stuff, like based on your previous question, but
Based on the previous question. No worries, JV.
But I got shafted on that. That's cool.
False.
That's 3 for false. 4 for false. 5. Okay, dang. Who didn't go? Who didn't choose? Sam?
No, I chose. I went with false.
Okay, let's check. True.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. He was caught, by the way. He didn't get away with it. This cemetery is one of the most haunted graveyards in America. It's the home of many phantom sightings, including a ghostly white lady and an ephemeral appearing for a short time farmhouse. Arlington National Cemetery, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, Forest Lawn Cemetery, or Bonaventure Cemetery.
Arlington.
1 for Arlington.
I'll say
either that or-
Bonaventure.
Yeah, I want to
Bonaventure.
go with Bonaventure too.
That's 2 for Bonaventure. Sam, what'd you say?
Yeah, I was kind of torn between Arlington and Forest Lawn, but I think Bonaventure is the older cemetery, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Nomi,
Yeah.
did you what'd you say?
Arlington.
You said Arlington. So it's 3 for Bonaventure, 1 for Arlington, and Kohai says Bachelors. Ariel says Bachelors. One says he says Forest Lawn. So I think Bonaventure still got the majority, correct?
Yeah.
Andy's saying Forest Lawn. Damn. Okay. Let's go. Nope. Bachelor's Grove. All right. When her fiance failed to show up as promised one night, this urban legend threw herself off the bluffs of this road. Since then, many people are said to have seen her. To make matters worse, if she leaves a rose at your feet, you have 24 hours left to live. Janice, the Atlantic Roadway, Lucinda, Stony Hollow Road, Miranda, Carrick Highway, or Daphne Milford Road?
Daphne.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because I think I've heard the name Milford Road before in this kind of context.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 for
I thought I
Daphne.
heard something about a Lucinda. I thought I heard something about a Lucinda, and Daphne. Daphne and Lucinda sound familiar, but I don't know.
It's 3 for Daphne, 1 for Lucinda. JV?
I'll go Daphne.
4 for Daphne. Alrighty. Let's see. Lucinda.
Huh.
This area features a statue of the Greek god Pan, who is said to wander around at night, causing mischief for anyone who passes by. Cherokee Park, Seguin Island Lighthouse, Prospect Park, or Molly's Hollow.
Seguin Island?
No, that's one.
I don't know.
Prospect
Molly's
Park.
Hollow's kind of got that. Sorry.
Kohai says Cherokee.
I thought Prospect Park was in New York. Isn't it?
I want to go with Molly's Hollow because it sounds spookier.
It sounds spooky. I was going to say that too. I'm going to stay with Sam with that one. Molly's Hollow.
All right, 2 for Molly's. JV?
Cherokee Park.
JV says Cherokee. Andy says Prospect. And we got 1 for Seguin. Ariel says Lighthouse also. So that's 2 for the Lighthouse, 1 for Cherokee, 1 for Prospect, and 2 for Molly's.
2 for Cherokee.
2 for Cherokee.
Kohai says Cherokee as well.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 for Cherokee, 2 for. So it looks like we've got another tie.
I mean,
Larry always chose Kohai. I ain't choose Kohai. I ain't choose Kohai.
JV
I think
always
he's telling
choose
you
Kohai.
always choose Kohai. Yeah.
Andy, I can't choose anything. I wrote it. There's the tiebreaker.
There we go.
Okay, let's see. Cherokee.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Right.
Molly's Hollow still sounds cooler.
It does.
Following a study on haunted cities in 2023, this one was listed as number 1 due to its sheer number of haunted sites. Among them are tales of several ghost sightings at a hotel by staff and guests. Another hotel in the area was even featured on a paranormal activity show due to its terrifying history. New York, Flagstaff, which is in Arizona, San Antonio, or Los Angeles.
San Antonio.
It's San Antonio because I know which one they're talking about.
That's 2 for San Antonio.
Which hotel they're talking about.
Yeah.
I want to say San Antonio too, but something about Flagstaff, Arizona, because Arizona, because it's in the desert, they have a lot of ghost paranormal activity. So I'm going to say Flagstaff.
Okay. So 1 for Flagstaff, and we've got 3 for San Antonio, 4 for San Antonio.
I'll go with San Antonio.
5 for San Antonio. Okay, so San Antonio, let's check. It is Los Angeles.
Damn it.
Cecil
Kohai.
Hotel and the Roosevelt Hotel. If a lady shows up at your house selling a cracker called Karapak, you may want to consider, this is where I was getting sleepy. You may want to consider buying it, or else she will curse you with leprosy. She will turn you into a Karapak and sell you to someone. Nothing will happen. This urban legend is fake. Or she will release a vengeful ghost into your home.
I hope it's not leprosy. That would suck.
Wait,
Right?
okay,
There's a
so
ghost over that.
So
Thanks
never
for
mind.
those.
I'm not gonna. No.
No, go ahead.
No.
Go
no,
ahead.
No. That's okay. Because
You can
why would she go to your house selling a cracker, a white guy named Karapak, and consider buying it? Like, I don't know. I'm not into like human slavery. That's just my take on that. But
Know me.
I know because like one of the questions or one of the answers is she will turn you into a Karapak and sell you to someone. So like Is it like an actual cracker, or does it's just like a particular like?
It's
No,
an
meat. It's
actual
human
cracker.
trafficking. It's human trafficking. No meat. Just deal with it. Just it
It's
is
a
what it is.
ghost.
I can't.
So I
get
got one
behind
for
that.
ghost. I got one for ghost.
I'll go with ghost. I'll go with ghost.
2 for ghost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We'll go
say
with
the
ghost.
second. No, I'm gonna say the second one because, like, what if she gets lucky and ends up selling this Carapac to someone? She needs more to sell anyway, so I'm gonna go with the second one.
Okay, so 2 for ghost, 1 for cookie,
Cookie.
2 for fake.
Okay.
Sam,
Yeah, I went
Leprosy.
with ghost.
3 for ghost.
No,
and,
I said I hope it's not leprosy. I went with ghost.
Right.
okay. So that's 3 for ghost. And Amira, you're saying leprosy?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 3 for ghost. So let's see. Correct. She'll release a ghost into your home. Last one for this one. True or false? Residents tell tales of a lawyer who often ran into his office windows to demonstrate their strength. One day, the windows gave up their strength, like Samson did for Delilah, and the lawyer crashed through and went flying to his death. True, Toronto lawyer Gary Hoy did the deed and fell to his death trying to impress a group of law students. Or false? Gary Hoy tells the story to law students as a practical joke. Some fell for it and repeated the story.
True.
True.
Dang, that's 3 for true, 4 for true. Sam?
Yeah, I'm gonna go false just cause, but I think it's probably the first one.
He's a
So are you
pro
gonna
lawyer.
5 for true? God. Okay, 2 for false. All right, let's see. Looks like the trues definitely have it. True. Dude went flying.
That's
50%.
still why the
Got
hell
10 out
would
of
you-
20.
would you-
You got 10 out of 20 with 51 seconds left. Why would
the
you
hell
do
would
that?
you run into your windows over and over again? Because oh look how strong my windows are. It's like there won't be if you keep putting pressure on them like that.
Nope.
You know?
All right.
All right.
Here comes the second one.
Well,
you guys need
before-
you guys
before-
need a minute?
Yeah, before we move on to the second one, Joker Voice has gotta bounce out.
Yeah, I got people to go see and some. Because I rarely spend time on myself. If I'm not sleeping, I'm working, and I got to go meet some friends and actually interact with people who aren't on computer screens. So, thank you for having me on. As far as me plugging stuff, I am knocking on the door of 600 subscribers, and as I said, I am less than 900 hours away from being demonetized. So, hop on by, take a look at my content, and next week I'll be on twice with Legion Talk, Monday for Game of Thrones, Friday for Friday Night's Royal Rumble, and then Thursday I will be on with Roman of the Empire, talking the week in pop culture.
What's your channel name, Joker?
It's called The Joker's Voice.
Oh, so it's the same as Dear. Okay.
Yeah.
The link below in the description.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would it be all right if Amir? Would it be all right if we plugged his and Nomi shows on to the Pride, because they both do good content. JB does a lot of good content. He does.
Yeah, I mean, I usually don't plug anybody's show, but yeah, I'll do it for him. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I don't even plug my own show. I don't even plug my own show, but sure, I'll do it.
Well, I meant
because,
like me and Sam can do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. If you guys do it, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
Because you guys will know more about
I just didn't want to go on the panel and just be like, "Oh, do this, do this." You'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
You know.
No, thank you. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Joker never even comes to my show, so they're not really gonna know who he is. I mean, at least if he was showing up at my show, they would know who he is.
Well, because he's usually working.
I didn't ask for a reason. I'm just saying he's not there, so they don't know who he is. That's the only thing. But yeah, we can do it.
Anyway,
Definitely do it.
For the plug.
Yeah, no problem, man.
And guys, have a wonderful night. I'm the Scoot. So toodles.
Bye.
Yep,
Thank
have
you.
a great night, man. We'll see you soon.
All right.
And
Can we
again,
take a break?
his link is in the description below, both here and on Rumble. If you're over on the Twitter side,
If
sorry.
you guys want to take if you guys want to take a bit of a break, interact. If we can
Yeah.
interact with the chat for a bit.
2 minutes, like just 2 minute break. I just want to stand up a little bit.
Okay.
I'll throw it up on the screen for you guys.
How'd you guys like
all
that first
caps.
one? How'd you guys like that first one?
That was good.
That was
I
all
liked
right.
it.
I'm not good at these, but yeah.
Well, that's the point. And see, here's the thing too, you guys. The fact, and Nomi, you've probably already noticed this too, right? So Sam, when he goes on Beelzebub, so he's in charge of doing like what I'm doing right now with the trivia.
We weren't announcing that
Devil.
Yeah.
Well, if I can be, I'm not going where you think I'm going. Devil did a show a few weeks ago, and he did a trivia thing, and Sam was on the panel, and Sam was killing everybody. I was on the panel too, and I'm sitting back and I'm laughing the whole time because everybody else that was on the panel weren't used to it, and they were like, "How in the hell is this guy guessing every damn thing?" Like they're like, "How is this guy guessing everything?" And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to tell Devil, I'm like, "Devil, this was a bad idea. Sam, chances are Sam knows. Chances are he knows the damn answers. You've got to think." Because I'm thinking like you've got to think out of the box, and you've got to try to trick this guy. You know. So when I do these quizzes, and Sam gets something wrong, I'm actually celebrating because not because I'm a sadist and I want him to fail, but because that tells me that I did a good job, at least in that instance. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
if he didn't catch it, then that's something. However, as we can see, Kohai is the bane of my damn existence when it comes to these quizzes. I don't know how.
Kohai's the best.
I'm starting to think that maybe Kohai is the Jinn and not Amira because she seemed to know stuff as if she was there.
Kohai is a very, very smart woman.
Are you sure she's not Googling the stuff while we're talking?
I am reasonably
used to
sure
think
that most of it, she's not Googling.
Yeah. I used to suspect that, but when I was doing them prior, her responses or answers were too fast. They were way too fast for her to Google because we accounted for the delay, and we were like, she's responding too fast for her to be Googling this stuff. And I never announced, like I don't post the trivia on the Sporkle, prior to me announcing it, so they don't even know what to look for. So it's like maybe one or two things she might be checking, but usually she's responding pretty quick. I'm like, damn, okay.
Because usually it's pretty easy to type in a few keywords if you have two screens on, especially if you're a good typer. Easy to type in a few keywords. Boop, boop. Oh, all of a sudden I know the answer. So I don't know. It's always hard to tell when you're online because it's not like in person where you can see that the person is not cheating. But I can't really trust when someone's in a chat because it's like you can have two windows open and you could be getting the answers easily.
Well, then she said she only has her phone, and like I said, I thought the same thing you did too. But Sam and I actually tested it one day, and we were like, no, she's responding too fast. She's responding because the questions are too. I throw trick words in there, so it's like for her to catch it.
It's possible. Possible.
Yeah. All right. So this one, Infamous Widows and Killers Volume 1. This one's a trip. So this is the main reason why I read that disclaimer earlier. This is the reason why. You guys ready? Chat, are you ready? Because we're going in. Beep. How many dead husbands did it take for the police to realize that Betty Newmer was sending them to the afterlife, including the one that Epstein himself, not including not supposed to take that out, not including her own son, who deleted himself after naming Betty the beneficiary to his $10,000 life insurance policy. Investigators found that Betty hired hitmen to do her work, and she died from cancer before being put on trial. That's what I get for editing, and I didn't go back and
6 husbands. No, 6. I'm gonna keep it with 6.
Kohai saying 4. You were saying
going with
6.
6.
Ariel saying 6. So we got 6, 6, 6.
I was
Amira,
gonna guess 4 because how many
4.
husbands can one have in one lifetime, really?
You'd be
So we got
surprised, honestly.
Depends on how fast they die, I guess.
Oh
So we've got 2 for 4, we've got 3 for 6, and 1 for 5. So the 6s have it, and the answer is 4. Amira and Kohai got it. How many counts of murder was John Wayne Gacy convicted of? Where was he executed? When he's executed? 28, 1992, 33, 1994, 30, 1991, or 37, 1993?
I should know this, and I don't.
37, 1983.
I think 30, 1991.
Okay.
I don't even know who it is.
Keep in mind, it said he was convicted of, not how many he was suspected of.
Amira,
So
he
it was
the,
more?
He was the killer
Possibly.
clown. He was the clown that was he would dress up as a clown and go to kids shows, and he was that killer.
Okay, then 33. I changed my name. Yeah. He was also what?
buddy with Teddy Kennedy and Margaret Sanger.
All right, I'll say 33 then, Larry.
Okay, so 1 for 33. Oh no, 2 for 33, 1 for 37, 1 for 30. And it looks like the 33s have it. And let's see. Yep, 33.
Yeah.
Nicknamed Dr. Death, this man is believed to have killed over 250 patients between 1972 and 1998. He wasn't suspected until an undertaker noticed the alarming number of cremation certificates that this man was a part of, and the fact that all of the victims were elderly women that died at night. Police screwed up the investigation, but the killer was caught when he greedily tried to write a will for a victim, naming himself the beneficiary. Daniel Reeves, Harold Shipman, James Clark, or Oliver Lucas.
James Clark.
Oh. Kohai says Shipman. I've got 2 for Shipman. Sam, you said Shipman?
Yep.
3 for Shipman.
Yeah.
Nomi, you said Clark, right?
Well, now I'm doubting myself because everybody's saying Shipman. So, I think I'm going to keep it with James Clark.
Okay.
I say Oliver. But you can just put Shipman, but I say Oliver.
Got one for Reeves, got one for Oliver. So the Shipmans have it, and the Shipmans are correct. All right. Robert Hansen, known as the Butcher Maker, assaulted and murdered multiple women in Alaska between 1971 and 1983 before he was caught and imprisoned. How many years did Hansen get before dying in prison back in 2014? 461 years, 600 years, 287 years, or 78 years?
287.
461.
Kohai says 600. We got 461. And we got
what?
We got 280, 2 287s, 2 600s. We got 1 461.
At least if we knew how many women it was, it would make sense that the years. If I don't know how many women it is, it's hard to guess the years because.
Well, I left it that way to make it harder to guess.
I see. Because legally, each murder is worth between 50 and 75 years. So if you multiply that by the amount of people, but whatever. All right. 461.
I knew you were going to be on here. That's why I left it. That's why I left it ambiguous.
600 years.
So I've got 3 for 600, 1 for 461, 2 for 287. So the 600s have it, and the 600s are wrong. It's 461.
Oh.
Amira, she was beautiful and a cold-blooded killer. The headless, limbless body of her husband was discovered by kids hiking in the woods. After her husband's body was identified, this woman blamed the mafia, but the police didn't buy it. She, her father, and one of her boyfriends were arrested. While on trial, the woman was hit with another charge. The mummified baby, which was her husband's son, was found in a suitcase in their home. It was also found out that the woman slept with 150 men, including the judge's son.
Ew.
Evelyn Dick, Lita Consworth, Pauletta Goldstein, or Jocelyn Matthews? Go ahead, says Dick.
Her first name should have been Anita.
Oh,
Go to the naughty
no
corner. No.
me.
Know me? Go to the naughty corner.
No me. There's a naughty corner now. There is a naughty corner.
I'm not going
Ariel.
there.
Stop. I didn't do it, Ariel.
Dick, you got Consworth.
I'm gonna do it, Evelyn Dick.
Okay, so that's 2 for Dick. He got 1 for Consworth, 1 for Jocelyn.
I think it's just funny to have the last name be that, and you be accused of doing all of this, of sleeping with 150 men. I think it's the irony. It would be amazing. So I'm going to go with Dick as well.
Well,
Okay.
the irony would be funny is if his name was Noah, so you can say you know a Dick.
Sam?
I have
Dick's
no
having it.
idea. So
What? What'd you say, Samuel?
said I have no idea. So I haven't heard
Something
anything
you
about
don't know?
Wow.
none whatsoever. So just because the dicks have it, apparently. There's so many dicks. I'm gonna go with Pauletta, but yeah.
All right, dicks have it. Dicks are correct.
The irony. Wow.
Yeah. And I saw a photo of her. She was gorgeous. What did Stacy Castor use to send her 2 husbands to their ancestors? It's unknown how the first one got this substance in his system, but investigators found that Stacy force-fed her second this poison with a turkey baster, drain cleaner, laundry detergent, antifreeze, or ammonia.
Antifreeze.
Antifreeze is too common.
That's 3 for antifreeze.
4.
4. Sam said antifreeze?
Yes.
All right, let's check. Antifreeze. This man has more than 300 murders, 1/3 of them women, under his belt across 3 different countries. 50 of them were minor girls. After he was caught, the killer was convicted for the murders of 110 girls in the second country and confessed to another 240 in the third country. This monster served less than 20 years in prison for good behavior and was released in 1998. His current whereabouts are unknown. Alonso Perez, Pedro Lopez, Hector Aguila, Cesar Rodriguez. Something tells me he didn't make it down. Something tells me he didn't make it down the street after he was released.
I don't know. Something tells me he might cross the border or Eagle Pass.
That's true. He's probably hanging out in Baltimore.
So
I want to say Hector Aguila.
I'll go with Amira on that.
Okay, so we've got 2 for Pedro and we've got 2 for Hector. And another for Caesar.
Cesar.
Nah, he's actually licked a furry in Seattle. No, that's not a choice, Ariel.
Furry Seattle.
Well, the next one's gonna be a tiebreaker.
Just pick Pedro because Kohai said Pedro, so just pick Pedro. But I'm saying Hector.
All right. Somebody said Kaiser.
Permanente.
In real life, if you want to go to the hospital and take some bad advice that'll get you sick or killed, go to Kaiser.
Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro.
And all your wildest dreams will come true, but you might be dead.
All right, let's go with Pedro. Correct.
Yeah. I know my Mexicans.
Yeah. After getting caught, this serial killer was slapped with 6 life sentences. David Berkowitz, the son of Sam, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, Jeffrey Dahmer, the Milwaukee Cannibal, or Dennis Rader, the BTK killer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's 1 for Jeffrey.
Excuse me.
But he killed more than 6 people, didn't he?
No, 6 life sentences.
Oh, but you get a life sentence for every person you kill.
Yeah, sometimes they give you a life sentence for how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be Jeffrey.
I think it was probably the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez.
So I've got 1 for Dahmer, 1 for Ramirez.
I say the BTK killer.
and one for BTK. Wait. Okay, so two for so two for BTK. So now it's a tie. Berkowitz because of his dog. So that's 3. Okay, so it looks like Berkowitz has it. So let's see if it's the son of Sam. It is. Dennis Rader got the most. He got like 10 counts.
Probably easy to Google that.
Yep. This man killed 5 people, including the world famous designer Gianni Versace. Sam should know this in 1997. He was never arrested and brought to trial, though. He committed suicide a week after killing Versace. Taylor Carrera, Vitaly Cordero, William Christensen, or Andrew Cunahan.
Vitaly Cordero.
One for Vitaly, one for Andrew.
It makes sense it would be Vitaly because, yeah,
Two for-
Vitaly.
2 for Vitaly. And we got 2 for Andrew. Sam. He must be frozen.
He did say his internet was crapping out from time to time.
No idea. So I'll say Will. So that's 1 for Will.
I'm sure Sam would have, in spirit, said Vitaly. So
yeah, he would have said Vitaly. He's like, that sounds European. That sounds
Right.
Italian.
All right. Let's try Vitaly then. Nope. Andrew Cunahan.
Oh. Sorry, Sam. We let you down.
Yeah, he dipped out. He's got to restart. What did Betty Lou Beats do? There is no Betty Lou Beats. She turned her son into the police for murdering her husband. Both answers are correct. Or she shot and killed her 4th and 5th husband after only wounding the 2nd.
how is it both answers are correct if there's 3? Do you mean all answers are correct? All the above?
Yeah. I shouldn't have been doing this in the middle of the night. You can always tell when I've done something in the middle of the night because stupid mistakes
Right.
like this. And then I forget to proofread, and voila, you've got a disaster. Andy Pickle is saying both A and D. B and D. Ariel saying both.
But it can't be both because how did she kill her?
No, I meant to say all. I put both by accident.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it can't be because these two are contradicting because one says the son killed the husband and then this one is saying that she killed her husband. So it can't be both. There's no way that it can be.
Kohai says question mark. Good.
I need a lifeline to help me out on this answer.
Well, we've got both. So people put both. So that's
There
right
is
now.
no Betty Lou.
Is that your official?
Yeah, this isn't real.
Okay. Now Kohai is saying she shot and killed her 4th and 5th husband? Question mark.
I'm gonna say there's no Betty Lou.
Yeah, stay with me, Nomi.
Yeah.
So 2 for no, 2 for both, and 1 for shot and killed 4th and 5th. So we need a tiebreaker.
Sam, put it in the chat. What do you want?
Beat said turned her son in. Nobody picked that though.
Oh, so you guys are right. It's not contradicting because she could have killed him and then said that her son did it. Now I see what you're saying. So it's not a contradiction.
So she killed them and blamed her son. So
So
I guess Andy's saying both. So
Nomi, what do you think? Let's change. Let's change to both.
Sure. Let's
Now
change it.
now that the story makes sense.
Or
That she
all
killed
the
them and
answers.
then blamed her son.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
both.
Eric got both is all the answers. Guess
Both.
what? Boom! Shot and killed her 4th and 5th husband. You fell
Ah.
for it. You fell for it. But actually, after she shot them both, she did blame her son. But the cops didn't buy it. The cops didn't buy it though.
It's a Betty Lou Beats.
So it kind of is both then. Right?
It kind of is. Yeah, it kind of was. But for that purposes, it was a very, very that was meant to stump Sam.
You should change your answer back because that's a point taken away from us that technically is.
Well, I'll count it. I'll count it because technically you guys were right.
Okay.
This woman has a history of abuse and decided to share her pain. First, she burned her hubby's clothes and bounced a frying pan off his head before he left. The second witnessed his pet get stabbed as a warning, but stayed until she stabbed him with scissors. Her third man was stabbed 37 times for trying to leave. She then skinned him, hung his skin from a hook, and cooked his body parts. A concerned friend called the cops, who found his head boiling in a pot with some vegetables. This really happened. Amy Waters, Catherine Knight, Cynthia Thatcher, Brooke Barlow.
Cynthia Thatcher.
Wait, what? She had the vegetables cooking with it.
She had the vegetables cooking.
It saves time.
Yeah, it was seasoning. It was
No.
his head was in there for seasoning. So we got one for Thatcher. We got one for Thatcher, one for Brooke Barlow. That is a true story. She really did it. And this wasn't that long ago.
No.
Both of you were alive when she did this. All of us were.
Oh my gosh. She had a whole recipe going.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had to, and there wasn't enough room to put everything on there because they found the head, but she cooked all of his body parts. The head was the last thing that they found. And she made a dinner. She set the dinner table as she cooked the food, and she put the names of all his children's at each table for them to come over and eat.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they knew that it was their dad that they were eating.
Allah.
It was I couldn't put all of it on. It wouldn't let me put it all on his face. But yeah, she did more than just cook his head.
That's another level of evil. You feed the children their father.
Yeah.
Yeah, haram. Yeah, haram. That is horrible.
All right.
Okay. Let's say Brooke Barlow.
That's two.
I'm sticking with Cynthia Thatcher.
2 for Cynthia Thatcher, two for Brooke. So we've got a tie. 8 minutes left. Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta keep going.
I need an
Just
answer.
do Thatcher. Do Thatcher.
All right. No, Catherine Knight.
Okay. Dang it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Before her discovery as a Black Widow, this lady earned a reputation as a sort of fortune teller, having accurately predicted the deaths of husband 1 through 4, and the deaths of 3 children from a family she was at odds with. Her fame turned to infamy when her 5th husband was saved from arsenic poisoning when his family members found him sick and got his stomach pumped. The lady confessed and got a life sentence. Destry Radix, Candida Cricket, Vanity Dorcas, Tilly Klimek. Kohai says Tilly.
I said Radix.
Okay, 1 for Radix, 1 for Tilly. Nomi.
Go, Nomi.
Do it quickly because we're running out of time.
Radix.
All right. And another one for Cricket. So, no, I'll have to take you as a tiebreaker. Nope, Tilly.
Dang it.
This woman may be one of the most prolific killers in history. While charging those in her care $1,000, many of them died shortly after naming her the beneficiary of their insurance policies. In a 5-year span, 48 people died under her care, including her husband. Authorities exhumed the bodies and found traces of arsenic or strychnine. After she was arrested for all murders, the woman was only tried for one and got away with an insanity plea and died at the age of 94 in a mental facility. Mona Elise Thomas, Sarah Ann Garrett, Amy Archer Gilligan, or Luann Edelson?
Sarah Ann Garrett. Oh. You want Gilligan? Okay.
I think I want to go with Gilligan.
Nomi, are you going with Gilligan? Or
no, I'm going with Sarah Ann Garrett.
1 for Gilligan? No. Gilligan because of his.
No, I'll go with Garrett. I'll just go with Garrett.
All right.
I'll go with
All right, let's see. Nope, Gilligan.
I was right the first time. Dang it.
I'm sorry.
This serial killer did his dirty work at a hotel he ran and has had movies, books, and video games inspired by this man who may or may not be real. H.H. Holmes, who's real, or Norman Bates, who is fake?
Norman Bates.
1 for Bates.
Bates.
Kawhi says Holmes, and you say Bates. Let's go. Let's see. Nope, Holmes, real.
Okay.
But there
Joseph,
are movies. Go ahead.
Joseph D'Angelo killed more than a dozen people and committed other unmentionable acts, and I'm not going to repeat them. He also committed over 100 burglaries between 1974 and 1986 in California. What was his occupation? Home inspector, construction, police officer, taxi driver.
Construction.
Going for
I
construction.
want to say home inspector.
Home inspector.
Yeah.
Kohai says question mark.
Just put home inspector.
Are you fine with that, Nomi?
Sure.
All right. He was a police officer.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, he was a cop. Dean Carl was called the Candy Man because his family owned a candy factory at one point. He also assaulted and killed dozens of teenage boys and young men in Texas between the early 1970s. How did justice find him? He was arrested but killed by a prison guard who was related to a victim. One of Dean's accomplices murdered him. He escaped, captured, but was found and shot to death by a vengeful parent. Dean was convicted and sentenced to life, but was killed during a prison riot.
Killed in a prison riot.
I would say prison guard.
Okay.
I would say prison guard killed him.
Kohai says number 2.
One of his accomplices murdered him.
Yeah, that's what Kohai said. So each of you would pick something different.
Yeah.
Andy Picklehead says
with
right.
Kohai's answer. I'll go with Kohai's answer then.
Okay.
I'll go with
so
Kohai's
now,
answer as well.
all right. Correct.
Good.
Yeah.
The Black Widow of Kyoto, whatever, was arrested and charged for the murder of 8 men for their insurance money. While investigating, authorities found a small bag of cyanide in a plant pot she dished at a local recycling center near her home. What was her defense against the charges? Quote, I've been framed by a family member. Those men poisoned themselves. I don't know how to kill somebody, or I'm innocent. There's a curse following me that killed them.
I don't know how to kill someone.
I don't know how to kill someone. That sounds bad.
Okay.
But we gotta
I
hurry.
don't
We
know
only
how
have
to
2
kill.
minutes left.
Kohai says that too. Boom. Correct.
Yes.
Joel Rifkin was arrested for murdering 9 women between 83 and 93. How many years did he get? 94, 323, 203, or 112?
112.
112.
No, it has to be more than that. It has to be 323.
Kohai says 203.
203.
You say 323. Kohai is now saying, okay, so yours now saying 203. Sam, what are you saying?
Said 112.
You said 112. Ariel's saying 323. And Andy's saying 203. So that's it. Let's see. Yep, 203.
All right.
Okay.
Should have got
Sweet
more.
old Mary Wilson loved and lost 4 men between 55 and 57. Her marriages lasted only a few weeks at a time, but she managed to position herself as the beneficiaries of her husband's wills. Mary eventually was arrested for murder via poisoning. After one of the weddings, she was asked what to do with the extra food. She replied, quote, we'll keep them for the funeral. Don't be concerned with the food. They'll be put to good use. Don't worry about it. I have a plan, or I'll take them home. They'll make a good last meal.
Whoa.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
worry. I got a plan.
That's 2. Kohai says keep for the funeral.
Yeah, for the funeral.
Okay. So we need a tiebreaker.
We'll just go with the funeral then.
Last
For the
meal.
sake of time. For the sake of time. Go ahead. We only have a minute left. Go.
What did you say? Go for what?
Funeral.
Correct.
Okay.
How many murders did famous killer Aline blah admit to? What year was she executed? 9, 1999, 7, 2002, 4, 2021, 11, 2003.
7.
11, 2003.
Oh,
I don't even know who that is.
And Eileen Warnos.
You know her?
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause
11.
you know you're better.
11.
Everybody saying 11? Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. 7,
I see.
2003.
2000s.
Kohai
I was
was
gonna go
right.
with 7. I was gonna go with 7, and then Samuel, he said that he
Kohai
knows
was
her.
right.
Everybody knows Eileen.
And get this. And get
Come
this. And
on.
actually, because you get that extra point, so you actually got 11 out of 20. So you did better.
We didn't do too bad then.
So the next one is going to be, one of them is going to be straight law. Hopefully Amira will come back on because I'm going to dust off. I'm going to be looking up law stuff and I'll be like, hey, boom, 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 boom. Gonna be a lot of legal stuff. We gonna get it. And then we'll try to pull some Nomi stuff as well. And I might even try to throw in some spectral stuff. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
But one of them, I really enjoy doing the law stuff, and I wanna get back and to doing one of those for that.
I'll definitely come back for that one.
Alrighty, that
I would
is
love to
it.
test myself, my legal knowledge. You know what you could do for that test? You could do like statutes. You could talk about strange case law or strange laws around the states. like things that people would never guess are real laws.
Yeah.
Those are good things. I am the
Yeah.
law.
Good night.
Well, you know what? You know, and actually, I'm gonna look for a different format for that one because I think that one I don't want to be timed because I don't want it to be timed. I want people to really enjoy it. I don't want people to just be like, "What the hell's jurisprudence?" You know? Yeah.
Jurisprudence. Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be great, Larry. That sounds like a plan. I will be here for that one for sure. Are you guys going to close out now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick though, Ariel, could you ask Duke for later questions? You know, I could probably reach out to Duke Devil 95 and see if he wants to be on, since he is a currently practicing lawyer as well.
Mm-hmm. I would honestly, if you guys are down, let us know in the chat. I would not mind doing an entire legal show, especially because Samuel hates it. But if Amira, if you want to come on and just hang out and just, you know, just kind of enjoy yourself, that would be great. Torturing Sam would be outstanding. You know.
Oh no, my internet's going out again.
You're like, oh, it's staticky. It's so much static.
Oh no, I can't hear shit.
Right. Yeah, play with the candy wrapper on the microphone.
You're breaking up.
Yeah. And it's like, Samuel, that's not how internet works. Internet doesn't break up like that.
Yeah. Also, I'm looking for a new format to actually restart the choose your own adventure thing that I was doing. The Twine, the program that I was using, I found out something was wreaking havoc with my PC, and I found out that it was that program. Like, it was messing with my keyboard and everything. Like, everything was going nuts, and so I had to uninstall it. So I'm looking for something else to replace that with. And also, and I'm plugging myself too. So I haven't unloaded. I've got 2 stories I need to upload. I was out of town last week, so kind of threw everything off. And plus, I was working on these quizzes. But I will be releasing in the next few days. I will be releasing part 1 and 2 of my new short story series called Locomotive. So part 1 and 2 will be out in a couple of days, and I will release part 3 of it. Also, this year I'm working on things. I am looking at starting a comic book company. So that's something I'm working on. Got some characters already up and ready to go. Some of those characters are based off of people that you're seeing on the panel right now. So people that I consider to be family, you know, not just internet friends. These are people that you guys are seeing on the panel who are off screen are a part of my family. So, you know, and I'm definitely.
I object, Your Honor. I object. I move to strike myself from this family tree, Your Honor.
That's why we bicker so much.
Please. Please, Your Honor. Please. And the mercy of the court. Mercy of the court.
But as for me, guys, you can catch me tomorrow. I may be on Abyssal Musings. Screaming to the Void tomorrow. I, as well as Skinemax with Vest Talking channel, and I will be in the chat as a moderator on the world famous Exile Lioness 2 channel. Don't know who the host is, but I hear there's somebody that's pretty special.
I'm showing up in third person. I am a sovereign citizen. I am not a person. I am a human being. I'm not a person. I'm a human being. So
I'm gonna add that to the legal quiz. I'm gonna put the sovereign citizen stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, let's go night night. I'm tired now.
Oh, Midnight Horror just gave me try Prezi. Let me write that down. Go ahead, Sam.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we are going to close out though. I want to thank everybody on the panel for being here, including Joker Voice, who had to go earlier. All of their description, all of their links are to their YouTube channels are in the description below, both here and on Rumble. So you can find them there. Go check them all out. They're great. Larry's got his stories. Nomi's trying out some new stuff. Amira is going to burn down the internet, and JV is very, very good at pop culture stuff. So you know, so yeah, thank you all for being here. D-Day, you're late. We're finishing up. We've been here for 2.5 hours. Where the fuck were you?
Yeah.
And all that. But yeah, and everybody in chat, thanks for staying. Thanks for playing. Appreciate all of you guys. Nomi, did you have anything you want to plug before we go?
Yeah, I will be actually on Devil's Beelzebub later on. So I'll be there. You can catch me there in a few. Tomorrow, I'm actually a guest on Skinemax. So I will be there tomorrow hanging out with everybody and that's talking. Next Friday, I'm having a drinking stream with some girlfriends. Come through. It's a fundraiser. I already have some goals. I'll let you know one of the goals, not the one that I told secretly to Samuel and Larry, but one of the goals is if I make it to $500, I'm going to sing a sad song in Spanish. That's not a sad song.
It's very much a sad song. It's just got an upbeat tempo.
No puedo. Well, me, yeah, he can't walk. But no, I'll be singing a song by Grupo Frontera. It's called No Se Va. So I'll be singing that song on stream if I make $500. And if I get to $1,000, I get to do something to Dermy and Devil. So yes, I want this to happen because we are going to do that live if I meet the $1,000 goal.
If you like watching grown men cry, throw some money Nomi's way.
Yeah, if you like seeing grown ass men crying, send your money here and I will get drunk for it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Mary, do you want to do the usual and just skip it, or did you want to plug
Good night. Good night. Why are we still talking?
This is how it goes. This is how it goes.
Talk too much.
Anytime.
That's the problem.
All right. Fine. I'll finish it out. So you can find me in about an hour over also on Beelzebub on Devil's channel, Beelzehub, Screaming into the Void this afternoon. We will be talking Haitian cannibals. So that'll be fun.
Barbecue.
And then, literally. And then, I'll be hopefully back on Adam's channel on Monday for the much awaited nerd debate, and possibly Dermy's channel on Tuesday. And then we start the cycle all over again on Friday with the Abyssal Musings. So thank you all for coming and hanging out. It's been a great one.
Bye. Good night.
Have a good night. And remember, it could always be worse. It could be raining flaming cobras. Bye, everybody.
What is it you pray for?